Yo, what up?
What up?
What's
What
up, dude?
up?
What's going on? We are here with Rick Day. Never been on the podcast before. This is a new guest, which is rare for us, because we've interviewed just about everybody. So it's kind of cool to get somebody on the show that's not been on the show before. How you doing, Rick?
Good. Thank you again. And yeah, I watch all you guys, so it's gonna be nice to talk with you guys.
How long have you watched the podcast? Like
Um,
two or
I'd say
three
about
weeks?
about 5 months.
Oh, cool, cool. So
Okay.
you're
About 5 months.
relatively
So
new
did
to
you
the show.
just kind of
Yeah.
stumble upon it, or someone recommended, or
I'm just really interested in just everything that has to do with window cleaning. So just poking around, I saw it on the pro window cleaning page, and I think I actually even saw it on YouTube before that.
Oh, okay.
But it's like once I saw one, I kind of started to notice everything else.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, because
Yeah,
once you interact with something on Facebook or YouTube, they're gonna force feed it to you.
right?
You know,
well, no, yeah, no, I
you're gonna
like
see
it.
it. Yeah. Oh
I
well, yeah.
genuinely
I
like it.
appreciate that.
Mhm.
you get to see our four mugs,
Yeah.
once a
Right.
week. Not a bad
So
deal.
Only one of us is
because
cute.
of because of that,
I thought I
I
Unfortunately,
was
wasn't talking
cute.
about you, Grace.
I was. Yeah.
I thought I was cute.
No.
The
um,
heck, dude?
Rick, I have to ask simply because that attitude is of someone who adores the industry. How long have you been cleaning windows?
So, in total, it's been 5 years, but
Okay.
the first 2 years I was cleaning windows, it was very unprofessional. I wasn't wiping the sides of the windows at all.
Uh-huh.
I would use a like the same squeegee that you can get at a gas station.
Right, right.
I use one of those for a long time, and and then as soon as I made $150, I would just quit because I had never really made more than $150 in a day before. So as soon as I made that, I was like, wow, I only had to work 3 hours. You
That's
know,
pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
and
dude. Yeah.
So I would assume that your window cleaning has changed in that time.
yeah, so about 3 years, I've been the past 3 years I've been taking it more seriously, and I have basically everything that you could get with window cleaning now.
Okay,
Um, so
that's cool.
What got you into window cleaning, Rick?
um, I guess like I never really learned a skill. Um, like at first when I moved to Florida, I got into construction, and that was interesting, but it just wasn't my thing. But I guess like Windows, I just I don't know. I'm really not sure. I like doing it, and I like that I could. Everybody has Windows, so there's an opportunity for sales for
Hmm.
literally every person you ever meet. I like that, and I like just being like a productive member of my community doing that. It's
Cool.
I just like something with the fanning, and I'm really not sure what it is. I just really like it. I watch window cleaning videos all day, all night, basically. So
Right.
You
It could be
sound you
self.
sound like all of us at one point, though.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what
It
I
could be
mean?
very,
It's.
very gratifying
yeah,
to
I mean,
some.
me and
So,
TJ both went to technical school, and then we're
yeah,
like, we want to do something. And
yeah.
then, like, it's like your first day cleaning windows. You're like,
well, I
can I
went
get
to
paid to
technical school.
like kind of goof around with my
Oh,
friends and like
oh my.
make shit like
Chopped
it's
liver
the
over here.
the instant gratification of like, all right, it's dirty, now it's clean. Like it's
So,
something about it.
what part of, you said you're in Florida?
yeah, so
Whereabouts?
I live in Naples, Florida right now. So
Naples.
it's South Florida.
You know that big Ferrari dealership out there?
Yeah.
That's my account.
Wow.
I'm out there
So,
every month. That's a big one.
Wow,
wow.
Mark
So
is
you're in
We have
Florida.
to get
such a good
together.
window
Yeah.
cleaner. I love it.
Yeah. No, I've been out there since about 6 years since they
This
built
dude can't
that.
go
Oh, let me
five
just
fucking
flop my
minutes without
dick on the
bragging.
table
You
real
know what I
quick. Let
mean?
me
Oh
just show
yeah, you
Who's
see
you.
that
bragging?
big
I told him I
dealership
have
out
an
there?
account in his
I'm
neighborhood.
kidding.
I'm
No,
gonna
that
buy the guy
I'm
lunch.
kidding, dude.
Taco
no,
Bell.
that,
He
that
Whatever.
loves
We
Taco
know
Bell.
you're the
This guy
richest
eats
man in
more
window
Taco
cleaning.
Bell than anyone I know.
Come on, dude.
so
Mark trips
Is-
over his hundreds. Oh, sorry.
Yes, I do.
Fell over
Picking up
that
a dime.
stack right there.
Keep it up there, Seth. You're next in
My
line.
bad, dude.
Bucko.
Is
Hey,
that
listen,
the
we
one
haven't
on?
caught it in a while. But
What?
Is that the one on Airport Pooling Road?
It's
give us the exact location. Mark,
I
right now.
honestly I get off at exit 111. I'm trying to think, and then I go. There's a Publix I take a right hand turn at, and it's
Publix is saying like there's a Dunkin'
It's
Donuts
on every
the
fucking
corner. You know what I
corner.
mean? Like it's
Hang
fucking
on.
everywhere.
Hang on, hang on,
There's a
hang on.
Dunkin' Donuts next.
There's
to
like a
Dunkin'
McDonald's
Donuts.
down the road. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, dude, we literally have a gas station Dunkin' Donuts near my house,
Yeah.
and across the street is a regular Dunkin' Donuts, and they're both packed all the time. Like, how
Yeah.
does this work? dude?
Yeah.
It's
I don't get it.
11291 Tamiami Trail North. Here's a
Tammy,
Here's a-
mammy, Sammy.
Okay.
here.
Oh, you know what? I know. Yeah. I know where that is.
Can you send me the account information, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
who to
12
contact so I can get
it's
that job? and just fly
$1,200
down there
for
to
cleaning.
undercut
1,200
you.
for the exterior, 900 for the interior. Pressure cleaning is 49 cents a square foot for paver bricks, 29 cents a square foot for flat rate concrete.
Okay.
Does that work
Wow,
for you?
I'm just
Super
surprised at your
confident.
flat rate. No, I'm really surprised in your flat rate prices, especially
It's
being
good
in Florida. That's
Well,
dude, that's like double or triple.
Have you ever cleaned paver bricks? They fucking suck.
What do you mean, dude? I live in the Northeast. That's all we have. You can't even
Paver
have
bricks,
concrete
you
here.
goof.
It's
Yeah.
paver bricks is just what you have.
Okay.
No, I know,
Very
but I'm
good.
saying like
Well,
you're getting a good price for it.
At any
Good for
rate,
you.
Rick, I will be out there probably within 2 to 3 weeks, and I would be honored if you would do me the favor of having lunch with me.
Yeah, that'd be great. If you need help,
I'm gonna
mind
say you
helping
guys
you.
are probably
I
gonna
could
have
give you some work.
tacos.
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
get some tacos,
listen,
dude.
here's
Go
the
to Taco
problem.
Bell.
I have a 2.5 hour ride home with 2 other guys,
Oh no.
and we ain't eating fucking tacos.
You can't be stuck in a truck with 3 guys
No.
like, who ate tacos, dude.
No,
No, you can get
Yeah,
some
that-
brisket or
right.
Are you
maybe
sure?
eat
That'd
some
be great. I
chicken
love-
soup and then
Rick
sit in
really
trucks
seems
together?
like he likes tacos. I mean, he spent like the first 30 minutes of the hold-in before the show eating tacos, and then he was
At
telling us
least
how he
14
can't
or
afford to
15 of
eat the
them, yeah.
tacos that he really wants to eat every day. He's like, I can't eat $5 tacos every day.
Dude,
so
I
have to replace them
can
out with
only
Taco Bell.
$1.50 tacos. Dude, I'm the same way. Like every once in a while, you gotta eat what you gotta
Yeah,
eat. You
yeah.
know? So
And-
Rick,
and-
you said you live in Florida now. Where are you originally from? Florida or where are you
So-
from?
I'm from Youngstown, Ohio.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, you're from Ohio?
my boy.
Yes.
Yeah, Youngstown.
That's how we. That's
Just love
that was
Ohio
the
with
instant
something.
connection. He's like, I'm from
Ohio.
Ohio. I'm like, oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
So, Rick Scott.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, I
to-
don't know how much Rick wants to get into it, but Rick told me that he's got a very interesting story. That we're 10 minutes in. I don't want to get into everything right away, but I
No, I don't mind.
I really dig the fact that he first of all reached out when I said, "Hey, man, we would like guests on the show. It would be cool if it's somebody we've never had on." And Rick's like, "Hey, man, I got a great story. I feel like it'd be great for the podcast." And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" He's like, "I'm from Ohio. I'm from Youngstown." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" So, do you know who El Presador is? Do you know who the Puppet Master is? You don't know who
No.
he is? Oh, that sucks because the Youngstown Beast is my fucking guy. I love that dude.
Isn't
If anyone knows
Youngstown
who
like a big college town?
Youngstown?
Youngstown
Yeah.
is not a good area of town. At all.
Youngstown is terrible, dude.
I thought there was a college in
There used
Youngstown.
to be a
cool.
lot of like mob involvement.
Yeah,
in that
Youngstown
area.
is
Oh,
mobland, dude. That was like the center of mob. That was the center. People don't know that about Youngstown, but that's where like the epicenter of the mob was in Youngstown, Ohio.
So
They talk
where-
about Youngstown on The Sopranos.
Yeah,
Where
Youngstown
where
is
in
big time.
relation in Ohio
It's
is
closer.
Youngstown?
It's kind of closer to.
It's closer to me than you.
It's closer to her than me, but it's
Are you closer to
Pi- it's-
Pennsylvania,
It's
or-
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's essentially Pennsylvania, is what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
but-
actually
It's
going
about
on
an hour
vacation
from
to
me.
Pittsburgh.
It's an old steel
this summer.
town. It's a rough town, man. Youngstown is a
Yeah.
rough
Okay.
town.
But
Yeah, I'm going to Pittsburgh.
Wait, you're going to
in
Pittsburgh?
August. Yeah, I
that's
well,
like 2 hours from me, I think. -ish.
yeah. I'm
Colby,
going
anytime,
well,
man, shoot
I
me
have
an
a
email
huge.
or
I
a
have a
message on
huge.
Facebook.
Like, I love baseball. and
I don't
so
like
wanna
that
hit
when he
every
says
park.
that 2 or 3 times in a row.
So-
I have a
Bro.
huge what, Seth?
Uh,
you always
affinity for
bragging.
baseball,
Oh.
dude. I have a huge
Seth.
affinity for baseball.
We're going to a Guards game.
All right, I've been there once. It
You've
was
been
awesome.
there once?
I've been there one time, but I would go again.
Were they the Indians still, or were they the Guardians?
They were the Indians. It
Yeah.
was 2015, 14, something
Oh,
like that.
that's when I graduated high school.
I was 31, so yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, no, so I think I've been to 14 or 15 stadiums, but Pittsburgh's on the list. It
Cool.
looks like a beautiful field. Pittsburgh seems
Fuck
fun.
everything
like
Pittsburgh.
Little drinking villages.
I wouldn't go to
seems like a
Pittsburgh
I've
fun
never
city.
been.
just to take a shit in it.
You've never been to Pittsburgh, and it's 2 hours from you?
Yeah, I've never been.
Yeah, fuck
Why not?
Pittsburgh, dude.
Is Pittsburgh
I don't know.
Does Pittsburgh suck or
Yes.
what's
I
Pittsburgh
mean,
sucks.
there is a
Looks-wise,
rivalry
I hear
between
barbecue-
Pittsburgh
hey,
and Cleveland, but I don't know
Chip
shit
chop
about
ham
foot.
with barbecue sauce on it is fucking slave food. It's fucking disgusting. That's what they eat there. It's fucking slobs.
I was like, slave food. What the hell?
They're slobs, man. They're
Pittsburgh
fucking
is like
slobs.
I feel like Pennsylvania is this weird intermediate between like the Northeast and the Midwest, like kind of
Yeah.
converging one, and like depending where you are in
They're
like,
fucking hillbillies in
Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you got like Iron Mill, then you got like
They're
Philly, which
hillbillies,
is might as
man.
well like New York,
Idiots.
like little New York. But then you have like Amish country, then you got like hillbillies
What's up,
who've never
Braxton?
gone anywhere in the mountains. Like it seems
Yeah.
like an interesting
Hillbillies.
Pittsburgh is the ball.
hillbillies.
Hillbillies.
Sandusky is the cock.
The big.
I don't know. I like to
the
go.
big,
I like to go
thick,
new
veiny
places
one.
and see
Yes.
what's up. You know. But yeah, I like going new place. But yeah, I love going to new parks. So I've been to like I think 15, and this is one off the bucket list.
More
dude.
rich guy talk.
Right. So Rick,
What, going to Pittsburgh to see a baseball game? That's
Mhm.
like $10, dude. Like you go to Pittsburgh.
We're talking about Rick. We're not
Yes.
talking about Seth and his affinity for traveling the world.
yeah,
to-
and his fucking
on
box
to-
seats,
It's
go
the
to
United
Buffalo
States, and
elevator.
it's 8
Baseball
hours from my
games.
house.
limo rides to the fucking
limo
ball
rides
game.
to the baseball.
That's this guy with a
Yeah.
house that blocks his a moving house. All right, cool, dude. Yeah.
You got
I
no
built a
ammo
house
in
for
that
my
gun,
moving
bitch.
house, dude. And I have
So-
17 cars that don't go anywhere.
So, Rick-
One of them.
Rick,
Yeah.
how is the market there? Are you a residential window cleaner or commercial?
I would say mostly residential, but in the slow seasons, commercial is, really important. Storefront commercial is really important. But
Yeah.
there's the problem is a lot of people leave for the season. So when the people leave, not only is there less people, but it gets so hot that there's no way you can do the same amount that you normally do. Like our best season is winter. Now, if you do 3 houses in the winter by yourself, there's no way in the summer you could do that by yourself. It is just way too hot. So a lot of the bigger window cleaning companies, they lay off most of their workers, and it's just really slow. I'm going to try to push through as much as I can and even get new residential accounts and everything, but it's just so hard. And the water
good to-
dries so fast. That the water dries so fast. If you clean windows traditionally, you literally wet the window, scrub it, it's dry. You have to wet
Yeah.
it again, scrape it, wet it again, and then squeegee it and follow your squeegee. It gets the water just evaporates right off the windows.
Yeah, you. It's good to be versatile, man. It's good to. I work by myself as well, and it's good to have a nice balance of residential and commercial. See, I have the reverse of what you've got going on. So right now I'm super busy and you're slow,
Yeah,
and then when I'm slow, you're super busy. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I just got 6 new, actually 7 new storefronts, so
Oh,
that's
nice.
good. I got
Heck
them all
yeah,
in the
dude.
truck. I'm happy about that.
that's dope.
All in the same plaza or like near each
Yeah,
other?
all in the same plaza. This guy found me.
Can't beat
He's
that.
like, "Oh, I've been waiting to run into you." He's like, "I got all these stores, and it was 7 different stores." So
Oh hell
Good.
yeah, man!
Nice.
I know about 20 years ago, Naples was really up and coming. I don't know how long you've been there, but 20 years ago, it wasn't that there was nothing, but it's always been established, but it just exploded,
yeah,
over the last several
Wasn't
years.
that been
and
notoriously like for retirees, right? Naples.
yeah, there's a lot
Yeah,
of, because there's a lot on the water there
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
and you're near a lot, Bradenton, Sarasota,
Right.
and whatnot. So it's a and there's a lot of tourism that goes there, and a lot, like he said, like a lot of part-timers
Mhm.
that don't live there
Yeah,
year round. But
he's-
I can tell you that when we go up there, most of the time we'll pick a place for lunch that we don't have here in West Palm, and most of the centers are pretty clean. I'm pretty sure there's some competition out there. I haven't come across anything that's really filthy, So you guys got um your work cut out for you getting work, especially like that guy Chisholm Proctor moved out there and he's like, any tips? I go, I could tell you I work in Naples. There's a lot of window cleaners out there. I go, so unless you're willing to go get your ass kicked and cut prices, be selective over where you go because it's been established for quite some time.
There is, but there's also like there's a lot of old money here. So a lot of the people that grew up here, they're not the. I can't speak for everybody, but from what I've seen, I've lived here like 10 years. Like a lot of people do like stocks or real estate and stuff like that. There's really not a ton of people that will do like boots on the ground work
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most people that hire you to clean their windows hire you to clean their windows because they don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I
You got
feel
the
like
money
his
to pay
exodus
somebody.
all comes here. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like I live in Massachusetts near Cape Cod, so like they're all like Naples is like at like 80% of the work I do in this 55 plus community. Everyone's like, oh, I'm in Naples, I'm in Boca Raton, I'm in Fort
Yeah.
Lauderdale, I'm here. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like I have the reverse, like the same problem you have. It's like as soon as like December 1st hits, I'm like, it's over till it gets warm again.
Yeah, I honestly don't have too much of a problem with it. Power washing is even worse. So like literally everybody power washes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Florida's known for that.
Nobody
You
does
can
it
sit
well
at a
though.
red light and you'll see two lawn service trucks and trailers and at least two power washing trailers. I'm talking about not a guy with a Home Depot pressure washer. I'm talking
I'm
with
so
someone with
tired.
a big investment, on the back of a cab over truck with more diamond plate than a fire engine
Yeah,
sitting there all over the place.
cool dudes. I try not to. I try not to pressure wash at all because I think it's gay and retarded.
I don't pressure wash at all.
Because
It's just
it's gay
it's
and
money
retarded.
intensive. Like you constantly need to feed it with money. You have the
Mm.
gas,
Yeah,
you have the oil,
yeah.
the whole
The
machine needs
equipment
to
breaks
take.
down all the
Not
time.
only
Yeah.
that, any goof. There's so many goofs out there with Home Depot pressure washers on a
Yeah.
ladder. I'll do it for $5. Like I don't even
Yeah.
if a
I have
customer.
a tray built 1.2 GPM, 14,000 cleaning units, and it's struggling to spin my 36-inch surface washer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a
I
mini
don't.
Mondo and it's not working
I
with my
only
two and a
do
half
pressure
power.
washing for existing customers. You know, what I mean, if
Yep.
I got a window cleaning customer and like, hey Terry, do you pressure wash? I'll be like, I'll pressure wash for you. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I don't advertise it. I don't.
I do a little bit. The only thing is like it all starts with gutter cleaning. To do
Mm,
the best kind of gutter cleaning, you need to blow out the gutters. Once you blow out the gutters, you get stuff on the house. Once you power wash the house, then the windows need done. So it's
Yeah.
like I
right.
don't know. I've made quite a lot of money on a house that was under 1,800 square feet just because they wanted gutters cleaned, gutter brightening, their house power wash, exterior windows, and then you stay there for a week, and then their neighbor sees you, and then now he wants 2 out of 4 of those things, and
No,
so
it's a. I mean, you're right, man. Like gutter, so many people like everyone talks about pressure washing, window cleaning, obviously, because those are
Mm,
the good services. Gutter cleaning is like, man, if you go and do a decent job gutter cleaning, they're gonna be like, well, can you clean my windows? Can you wash my house? Can you know what I mean? It's like it's a great lead
that's why I
driver
don't
for
get
sure.
callbacks on
Cleaning
gutter
gutters.
cleaners when I throw their shit in the yard. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
TJ shows up with a lawnmower with a bag on the back
dude,
and
gutter
he's
nah,
cleaning
cutting the
does
bro.
grass.
suck to
No,
do.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
listen. I give 2 prices. I'm taking that shit that you've had in your gutters for 3 years with me, or I'm throwing it in the fucking yard price. There's two different prices every
Yeah,
time.
there
I
needs
don't
to be.
care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah.
I don't care. I don't care.
I mean,
Gutters are
honestly, if you want
fucking
me up in
gay and retarded, and I don't like doing them.
you know what it's like here, like Northeast though, it's like a lot of like 28, 32. Heck, some of them are 40 footers.
Yeah.
I feel like down in Marsh
Yeah.
Range, like a 24, you can do most of that shit.
We have a lot of ranch homes or
Yeah.
low 2-story homes.
Yeah, so you can stand
But
on the
I'll
roof,
be honest
blow
with
that
you,
shit out, son.
in 38 years of cleaning windows, I've probably cleaned 2 gutters the entire time and charged for it.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's because it's overflowing and there's a tennis ball stuck in the downspout.
Yeah.
I pull the tennis ball out, I throw the shit on the ground, and I give them a bill.
I
do
completely
not do
avoided
gutters.
avoided a lead on my website for gutter cleaning. Guy keeps calling me. I'm getting ready to block him.
I don't want to. You should
I
take
don't
it off as your service, dude. You
I
should
don't
take
wanna
it
do
off your services, dude.
I'm thinking about it.
Tell John Trotta, be like, dude, I don't want any more
I'm
of
thinking
this.
about
I
it.
want this.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
why
thinking
not get
about
rid
it.
of the stuff you don't like doing?
Well, because every once in a while those big old HOAs call you, and then there's like fucking 30 of them bitches, and then you're like, that's okay.
Yeah, but
You
they're
know
gonna
what I
call
mean?
you for window cleaning first,
Huh?
and then you'd be like,
Yeah.
for you guys, I'll clean gutters. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
true.
you could be, or I mean, like you did all those Christmas trees.
Yeah,
It seemed like
I
you
don't
enjoyed
like doing that either.
Just do
I
that.
don't like doing that either.
It's
stupid
that's
as well.
way better than gutter cleaning. Bro.
Yeah.
Way better.
Where I live, it's very important too because we have hurricane season when we get basically scheduled rain like twice a day, and so it's very important that like if their gutters are clogged, then the whole gutter could come off if it's not properly cleaned
Yeah.
and flushed and stuff. So
Give it to me harder, big boy.
I agree with you. I mean, a lot of my best window cleaning clients started as gutter cleaning clients. You know what I mean? Like
My
it can
best
definitely
window
make you some
cleaning
money.
clients started out as dryer vent cleaning clients.
This is what we're
I
doing
once did
tonight?
1,600
this is how
homes in
it's
a
fucking
4-block
going, dog.
area.
This is fucking angry, fucking hot TJ is gonna fucking start with me tonight. All right, dog. All right. All right. I just wanted to see. I got to gauge where the night's going.
TJ, do you use that
I have
bristle
a
brush
few
that you
more
put on a
fucking
drill
Modelos and
and
go
it doubles as an anal scrub?
Yes.
That's me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
oh yeah, TJ, I have
Steph sent me
something.
the
I have
link.
something to say too. So I have a disagreement with something you said. It was probably a month or two ago now. So
Okay.
you said that a lady called you and said that she has a window cleaning emergency, and you
Yeah.
said there's no such thing as a window
That's
cleaning
correct.
emergency.
And I stand firm on that.
I disagree because if somebody is having guests over their house for a holiday, I think that could be an emergency. Like
Yeah,
they don't
but
want
Well-
to.
poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's true. It's not your emergency.
Well,
Yeah.
understand this, Rick.
Is the party going to happen if the windows are dirty? Yes.
Right.
You know
Listen,
what I mean?
Rick,
If the house
Rick,
burns down, are you going to have the party? No. that's
I
an
say
emergency.
this with all due respect, and I really mean that. You've been doing windows compared to us, and I'm not bragging about us.
No, yeah,
You've
yeah.
got 100 years of experience here.
Yeah.
Okay. So to
will. Yeah.
it's an emergency. And listen, it's great to be appreciated that someone called you.
Yes.
Okay, but more
Yes.
often than not, when you get into commercial and you're doing chain stores, like I have a movie theater that since COVID has not cleaned. I used to have 4 different big theaters. I had one call me and go, "We know you cleaned it for Regal, now it's CMX. Is the price still the same?" And I'm like, "Let me come look at it." It hadn't been cleaned in over 5 years. And I'm like, "I'm going to give you a one-time clean." I go, "If you want that, it's $550." And he goes, "Well, you were doing it for $230 before." I go, "Okay, I'll do it for the $230, but you're going to do it monthly, just like the other company." And he goes, "Well, we don't have." I go, "When can you do it? What can you afford?" And he goes, "One time." And I go, "Then it's $550."
Yeah.
I go, "You're better off to hire me for the once a month and then fire me, honestly." Okay, because I'm not cleaning this mud, because I got to come up here, I got to scrub these windows, scrub these frames, de-web it, then clean the floor because it's an epoxy floor. Okay, I go, "We're not going to make any money on the 550 because I'm going to put 3 guys here and we're going to be here for 3 hours. That's 9
Yeah.
working hours for $550. So he finally comes to an agreement. We show up, and what had happened was his visit from CMX
What had happened
came
was-
early. Now it's not so important. They go,
Yeah.
"We need a W-9. Okay, I email them a W-9. Well, I go, "Listen, just tell me you don't want to do it now. Don't bullshit me. I could be somewhere else making money." So I agree with TJ. There are not emergencies.
Yeah,
However,
but
when you're
when he's
newer,
in Rick's case, I mean, 5 years in, you're gonna step on your dick to get just about anything done. You know what I mean? Because you need the money.
100%,
You know what I mean? I
100%.
was there myself. When I first
Right.
started, when I first bought this business from the guy that used to own it, dude, I would fucking do just about anything for anybody at any
Right.
time. I would drop at the drop of a hat. That's the way you have to be. You know what I mean? You have to be that way. And in your case, what you said is rings true for you. I mean, if they're calling, man, I've got an emergency, and you're going to be like, hell yeah. But about 10 years in, you're going to be like, yeah, I don't know if that's an emergency. You know what I mean? You know
Well,
what I'm
not
saying?
only that, if you
No,
allow them, if you change your schedule and jump through that hoop, it's a good thing. But they have to
some
know, hey,
people will
listen,
take
I'd
advantage
like a
of
heads
that.
up.
Yeah,
Right.
some
Right.
people will
Right.
take advantage of you in that regard. Like I said, when you're first starting out, and you're really starting to build your clientele and stuff like that, it's good to have that mindset. That's not a bad mindset to have. I sometimes I say things on the podcast, and I don't, I don't all the time think that it's not in my head that there are people like new guys that are fresh in the industry, like still like stars in their eyes for window cleaning. When I say things, I'm coming from essentially a kind of a jaded spot, 23 years of cleaning windows and hearing every frigging excuse in the book about why I need my windows cleaned and tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know. For me, it's not an emergency, but for you, shit, man, you should jump right on that. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, you should definitely jump right on that.
And to go back to what we were talking about toward the beginning of the podcast, like um, I do really love what I do to the point where like sometimes if I don't have anything scheduled, I'll just be like, all right, how can I clean some glass? Like maybe I'll do it for free, And
Right. Well,
I just really love it. I'm not sure what it is
that
exactly about it, but
everyone's got like a recipe for how to get more work. I've always found that being out doing it is always the best way to get more work. Being
100%.
being
Being visible.
seen being
Yeah.
seen doing it is the best thing for your business,
Yep.
because
Yeah.
I just
people are going to
ordered some of the
see
new.
you doing that. They're going to see your attention to detail. They're going to be like, oh man, this guy does really good work. You know what? Maybe I'll ask for his card. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're like, there's
The
Rick. He
majority,
jumps
yeah,
through hoops for emergencies.
yeah, yeah. my
Uh,
my I mean, my first like 3 or 4 years by myself, man, I was running through boxes of cards every 3 fucking months. I just passed them out, passed them out, passed them out. But
Yeah, I'm a big door hanger guy.
oh,
I
okay.
just ordered the new corrugated signs that they have.
Mm.
And I was looking at some flags last night. I kind of want to get some of those big Falcon flag things. I think they're called Falcon flags.
I don't
They're
know.
like at car they're like at car dealerships and stuff. It looks like a feather kind of, but it's a sign.
Yeah,
It's like a
Oh, I know what you're talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
mm,
I
I know.
usually,
Yes, I know what you're
I
talking
usually
about now.
skip through neighborhoods and put gay pride flags all over the place. It
Yeah.
helps.
After
It
10
helps.
years, somebody said after 10 years, you really have had enough and stop caring about a lot of things. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm there. You know what I mean? I was there about maybe probably about 10 years in. I would say I was probably over just about all of it. You know what I mean? The only
Right.
thing that I
Right.
actually enjoy about any of this anymore is the actual act of cleaning windows. I
The
enjoy
physical
cleaning
part. Yeah,
windows.
I
Yeah,
love it too. Yeah.
but everything else, I'm tired of people, because
I will
everyone, like,
just say
no
this.
one gives a shit. You know what I mean? They just want their windows clean. They don't give a shit about you
Right.
or your
Right.
life or anything that
Right.
you've got going on or may have going on. They don't care. They just want their shit done. And if you can't do it exactly when they want it done, they're most likely just going to go and find someone else to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sucks,
No,
but that's just the name
I,
of the game. That's the nature of the beast.
I agree 100% because like today I was cleaning one of my dealerships and
Hmm.
I put my headset in. I
Hmm.
got all the high work done. I come along, I'm doing the bottoms. My guy showed up. I put them in the service drive and spread everybody out so they're not
Mm,
bullshitting or stepping over each other.
yeah.
And I just say that, I really like this part of it.
Uh-huh.
And when on bigger jobs, there are emergencies so-called. They
Mm,
call and say, "Hey, can you take care of this?" Of course, you're gonna jump through that hoop.
mm.
But guys that sit there and say, how many times, TJ, have you heard, you got to get off the truck? You
Yeah.
got to get off the truck.
You
You got
gotta
to
get off the
scale this.
truck.
Let me tell you something. The day I get off that truck is the day you're putting me in the fucking ground
Yeah. Well,
because I
I don't
love
even
what I
know
do.
if the day I get off the truck is the day that you're putting me in the ground, but the day I stop doing it, the day I get off the truck, I'm just not going to be doing it.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
Yeah,
I'm just not going to be
right.
doing it.
I'm glad you guys brought that up too, because I'm that same kind of person. Like, I would rather put somebody else on sales or put somebody else in an office and do everything myself, because that's how much
Yeah.
I like enjoying it, and that's the kind of
That's good, man.
the culture that I want to create is like, okay, when you call this company, like 90% chance you're gonna get this guy doing your windows.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a helper, but
Yeah. I'm the same way. I mean, I'd say 99% of the time I'm doing it by myself. There are occasions where I need somebody with me, you know what I mean? And I'll have, like my brother will help, and I've got two buddies that are also proficient window cleaners, or my kids. I've got people I can lean on if I need to lean on somebody, but for the most part, I think that's kind of been my biggest selling point thus far in my running my
yeah,
business is me myself. You know what I mean? And until I've got someone, and it may be my son, I'm not sure, but I mean, people really resonate with me. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
what?
because you love what you do. It's
Yeah,
like a rock star. If you have a
mm,
rock star, you don't tell him like, all right, well, you should put somebody else in your shoes and just be a
yeah,
manager or
yeah,
something like
Well,
that. No,
especially in residential, I know in my company, we switch the route. Everybody
mm,
is cross-trained on
yeah,
everyone's routes,
yeah,
right? So, like, we have an area, one outdoor mall have like 14 or 15 accounts in there,
mm,
and I'll put my son in there or Mark in there, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, hey, I'm going to cover this because I want to go sell there. They
mm,
don't really sell as much as I'd like them to.
right,
And I mean, on multiple occasions, and I've been cleaning this mall for 24, 25 years. Some of the
mm,
same accounts, they're like, oh, we thought you retired. And I'm like, no, I go,
mm,
understand, this is my quality control. I'm making sure they're doing their job properly. They don't know that. Okay. And they're doing my jobs to see the way they look. I go, and if I'm not here for the day, they know what the work is. It's very important that you cross train, but they like to see the same few people. But in residential, it's even worse. They're not going to allow,
yeah,
you send someone different to a house every single time. You're probably not going to have a happy customer.
yeah,
They
mm,
hire TJ, they
right.
hire Grace,
Hmm.
because they want to see her smiling face. They don't want to see
yeah,
Joe
and
Blow that's pulling
like
a
you said,
paycheck.
that's what separates you from a company that's just sending out a worker. And then
Yeah,
you know how it is, like if you had a job that you didn't really want to be at, you're like, oh, I have to go to work today. Like, I don't feel that way. Like, I'm excited, I can't wait to go to work, I can't wait to wake up early and do it. And I would just hate to put somebody out that is not having a good time and then representing like my company. So I didn't know that I had that in common with you guys, and that's nice because online you do hear a lot about that, like get off the truck and
That's
stuff.
bullshit. That's
how
bullshit.
many
You know,
fights on the job have you had with your bro TJ? I'm none. Me and my brother. I'm an older brother, so my brother has not ever tested those waters.
right,
I've never. Me and my brother get
right.
along pretty well. We don't. I mean, if we get angry at each other, we usually just don't speak to each other. But I don't have any. Me and my brother don't have that kind of energy. My brother is. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say submissive, but my brother is super easygoing. Like he does not give a. My brother is the opposite of me. I did my very best to make sure that Steven didn't have to fucking punch people, or I did all that for him. You know what I mean? Steven is a sweet kid, always has been. So he's really laid back. He's pretty much go with the flow. So if I'm like, hey, dickhead, do it this way, he's like, all right. You know what I mean? That's it. That's
Right.
all I'm gonna get out of Steven. He's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like he does not care. So I probably get more arguments with my buddy Jason Duke than I do anybody when we're working together because Jason is the same personality as I am. So he's a type A personality as well. So if I'm like, hey, dickhead, how about you do it this way? I'm like, well, then do it yourself, asshole. That's what Jason's going to say to me. You know what I mean? So, you know,
All right, so here's a good question that a lot of people clash about in the pro window cleaning group. So, how do you guys feel about giving like quote unquote discounts to people?
What's the parameters to the discount? Like,
yeah.
do you have a set? Because to me, it's case by case.
Yeah,
So, like, if you have an example, I could kind of
like just something here and something there. Like, let's say that someone says like it's just $75 out of my price range. Like, would you be like, all right, well then I'll do the screens for free? How's that? Or are you the type of person that would just leave that job site and say like, no, I don't do discounts?
I'm a
One at a
never.
time. Let's just
I'm
go
not.
around the.
I'm not an always or a never guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
it's a case by case basis.
Circumstances.
Today, I have an old customer. She's 82. She's
Exactly,
a fucking
yeah.
ball buster,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "I want you to clean my gutters without taking my gutter guards off." I go, "That's impossible." And they're so. I go, like, what's the real issue you have going on here?
Mm.
And she's like, well, the outside of the gutter is ugly. I'm like, okay. Do you want me to clean the outside of the gutter for you and it'll make you happy? She's like, yes. So I did it. And I cleaned 100 feet of gutter and I only charged her
That's
like,
hard work.
I
Gutter
charged her
guard-
$50. It should have been $150. She
Wow.
old lady, I knew she was going to fucking argue with me. And I was like,
Right.
this took
I
me
would've
20
told her-
fucking minutes.
I
No.
would have told her you're going to scrub my wiener without me unzipping. How about that, lady?
Listen, this lady
Fuck
looks
off.
like she could break. This lady
Jesus.
looks like she would beat all of us in arm wrestling. I'm not fucking.
I don't-
She's like an old.
Yeah, you bring
broad.
that
Her
bitch out
name's
here. See
Margaret.
what happens. I'll break that
81.
fucker.
Her husband
No, but
hides in the
y-
backyard
listen.
when I'm there.
I'm gonna. I'll
Typically-
go.
No, but
Typ-
what I'm
yeah.
saying, like, all right, let me finish the statement. So I did it for $50. She was super happy. She booked for next year. She wants me to do her daughter's. You know what I mean? It's like
Mm.
it's a case by
Do her
case.
daughter.
It's a case by case basis.
Wait, what?
If you're
She wants her
a
to do
rich
what?
asshole and you want me to lose like $100 on the job, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you get me $100 this year, you're gonna knock me down next year. You're gonna ask for more stuff that following year. It's a case by case.
Typically, if someone tries to haggle with me on price, I feel like I'm pretty fair. I'm just like, all right, okay. Yeah, I don't.
Right.
Oh, new customers? Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I personally, I like to do extra stuff. Like today, this quarterly account that I do, it's like a big business. It's not that big. It's like a $300 job, but they had a small area of gutters that they had plants growing out of, so I did those for them for free. And I'm the type of person I like to add some extra value to each job because I feel like that could separate me from somebody else also.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Well, you gain loyalty with that. There's
Well,
no doubt about
Yeah.
that. They'll
How long
remember.
did it take? How long did it take you to do it?
half an hour at that.
This
if
fucking
that.
guy deserves a fucking merit badge for that shit.
Oh, man, dude. That's a no.
Good.
I get what you're talking about though. Like,
Mhm.
That's
hopefully
This
you like
dude-
the
this dude-
customers you want to keep.
this
you
dude
keep.
reeks. This dude reeks of fucking hustling. He's just hustling.
Yeah, and I think that's great. So when we meet for lunch, I'm gonna let you upsize the drink at Taco Bell. Okay.
And I don't want this to come
So-
across the wrong way using this wording because it may, but it may not. Like the humility of understanding what your job is to add a little bit extra
Mm.
to do that. Like that's it. Like a lot of guys like lose that shit. Like
Yeah.
you lose humility and like being like, hey man, like I mean, we're janitors, we're cleaners, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And to like
Technicians,
some
yeah.
people get like too big for their britches and they're like, I'm gonna fucking do it. But like doing
Yeah.
a little extra thing, one
Mhm.
makes you feel good, and
Yeah.
two, the customers that you care about are gonna love you forever. Man.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna
Yeah.
lose.
Right, you gain loyalty. Okay, Grace, what you got?
Also, I live in I'll just say this real quick. So I live in a retirement community. So these are a lot of older people. These are people's grandparents and stuff that like $50 could go a really
Yeah,
long
but
way.
but at the same time, right? old retirees that are traveling between two fucking houses,
That's
they shouldn't beat them up.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
say, Grace?
So, yeah, I'm kind of how Seth is too. Not an always or never, but very case by case basis. I have a soft spot for the old people.
Same.
Right.
But like, you know, if they want to go more frequently, yeah, we can work something out, you
Mhm.
know.
Right.
But like to your point earlier, like I was doing a quote the other day and the neighbor saw me and he was like, "Hey, can you come over here and give me a quote too?" It's like being out and being seen is
Mhm.
what gets you going.
Yeah.
I wanted to add that earlier, but didn't get the chance. Sorry.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I have a soft spot for the old people. But
There's
other than
nothing wrong.
that,
I think that's great. You know, as far as I'm concerned, first of all, in commercial window cleaning, if someone promises you that you do my windows for a fair price and I'm going to get you so much work, your head's going to spin.
oh,
99% of the time, they're full of shit.
It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Okay.
yeah,
Number two,
Always.
if you walk up to someone and say, we're offering 20% off to anyone with a brain, that's worthless because you haven't priced the job yet, right?
Mhm.
So if I wanted 100 for it, right, I say I'll do it for 80. You know,
Mhm.
that's one thing, right?
They don't even
But
know that, though.
right.
Yeah, they
Now,
don't know
bundling
that.
a couple services is fine. Commercially, if someone says to me, hey, you know, I got this tile store here
Mhm.
and you want $75 to clean it, will you take 50 if I give you three other locations and they're all within my driving distance? Absolutely, we'll do that. And we're going to
Mhm.
put it on one invoice.
Yep.
We'll get signatures and that's it. That's about the extent of it. But I never want to hear what the other guy did it for.
Yeah.
I never want to hear, yeah, obviously, if I'm cleaning a house and someone says, hey, there's a shit growing in my gutter, can you pull it out because you got your ladder? Of course, I'm going to do it
Yeah.
for them. I'm not going to charge them for that.
I almost like if I'm up on a roof and I see it, I'm like, ah, fuck this.
Yeah,
Like,
here, I took care of this
like
for
I
you.
was
Yeah.
power washing a house
Right.
today. Like I'm doing all their decks. They had like
Mhm.
3 stories of decks. They had like a widow's walk, a second floor deck, and I like, I'm cleaning everything, and I'm like, there's so much fucking water in this gutter. I'm like, what's going on? It was like
Right.
a fucking tennis ball, and I was like, I'll just fucking throw it out.
Well,
You know what I
when
mean?
Grace is right though. When it comes to not so much retirees, but elderly, I would treat them like I would want my grandmother to be treated.
Mhm.
So,
yes,
and
I
if
look
that,
at all of our
Yeah.
if the
elderly clients
$10,
as if they're
yeah,
my grandma and
right.
grandpa.
If the
That's the way
ten
to do it,
dollars
They
too.
are.
makes your
They're
day,
all of our grandma and
yeah.
grandpas.
If
You
the
know what I
ten
mean?
dollars
Mhm.
makes your
Sometimes
day,
they're
it makes my day too.
Yeah.
sometimes they're shitty
Yeah.
grandparents and sometimes they're cool grandparents.
Yeah.
And
And then
even the shitty
also,
ones, I actually feel more motivated to do it for the shitty ones
Yeah.
than the good ones
Yeah.
because I want to win you the fuck over.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
want you to
yeah.
like me and I
Yeah.
want to show you these like young people today. I'm like, well, I'm not
Right.
even
young,
if
I'm
you
42, but okay.
even if you do it one time, even if you do it one time, that's their first impression of you is they came over and did something extra. So even if you just do it one time, it's still gonna like echo throughout your guys' relationship.
100%.
Yeah. I got
And
a lady that I did her. Um, I went to her house. She gave me a call. She's like, I'm looking to have someone clean my windows. And I'm like, well, I will, just give me your address. I'll come over and I'll have a look. I could tell she was an elderly woman. And she's like, are you going to come over? And I said, yeah, I'm the one that bids the windows and I'll be the one that cleans the windows. And she's like, oh, you do it by yourself? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, oh, well, I don't want to trouble you with this. She goes, the last guy had 4 people here and, da 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 da. And I'm like, well, if you don't want me to give you a quote, I won't give you a quote. But, just let me come and look at it and I'll give you a quote and we can go from there. And she's like, okay. And I would say maybe 20 minutes later, she texted me her address. She's like, will you come and, just give me an estimate and see what you think. So I give her an estimate. She accepts it. I go to do the job and I get there and she had just had her siding done and all of her windows wrapped with aluminum. And the guy took all the screens off these old ass windows, wrapped them with aluminum, and then caulked them, and then stuck the screens back in. The screens wouldn't come out. He caulked the screens in. So
Jesus Christ.
Oh
yeah,
no.
so
I
and she's like, I
hate that
can't.
shit,
She's like, I
dude.
can't open the windows. She goes, because they're all broken. So I took an extra hour and a half, and I was like, well, she's like, well, just don't even do those. And I'm like, well, she's like, just do the inside. I was like, if I do the inside, you're not going to be able to tell, and I'm not going to charge you all this money to do these windows and them look like shit when I leave. I said, why don't I just take my razor knife? I was like, I got a utility knife in the truck. I'll cut the caulk around the screens, and I will pull the screens out, and then we could just take those screens, the windows that you can't open anymore. We'll take them and I'll just put them in your garage for you, and I'll clean both sides.
Yeah.
She was over the fucking moon when I was done. Over the moon. Insisted on giving me a bag of donuts, which I do not need.
But delicious,
not
but
donuts,
delicious.
not donuts. Donuts.
Oh God, I love donuts.
And a
dude.
fucking $5 tip on top of that $350 bill I gave her. $5, you know
Yep.
what I mean?
No, but
And-
you're gonna do her windows till she dies.
Yep.
dude.
Right.
She's like, well,
So,
well,
you got
come
about
back.
2 more
She's
cleanings,
like,
but
she's
that
like, will
worked
you
out
come
pretty
back
well.
in the fall and do the outside? And I'm like, of course. She called me
Yeah.
today. She sent me a text message today. She's like, Terry, this is Betty. I went to tilt in one of my windows because I dropped something and I tilted in, and now the window's stuck and it's gonna rain. What do I do? And I drove 10 fucking minutes out of my way to go fucking fix this one. She just instant.
Aw.
Good for
She
you.
was a hard ass bitch on the
Harry's
phone.
not a dick.
You're not gonna be able to
anymore.
clean
He's a
my
good
windows,
guy.
you fucking
Yeah.
loser.
Yeah.
And now she's like already like, I'm like, I'll drive
You're her
over and
best
fix your
friend.
window for you, Betty. Nice
Yep.
lady, man. Nice lady.
Now she's
The
riding the
$5
Gilbert.
You never
The
leave these old
$5
ladies.
fucking made me laugh though. She gave me $5.
No,
I'm like,
that
what the fuck?
$5 to her is
I
like
can't even get a
$50
gallon
to
of gas
us,
with
dude.
that
Right.
now.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I almost love when like I have rich customers that will tip me like $100, and I'm like, that means nothing to you. The $5 tip
Yeah.
from like an
I was like, this is
83-year-old
super
woman.
solid.
She's like, I just cashed my
Social
retirement.
Security,
Yeah, my social, and I'm giving you $5. That means way more
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
Well,
she
just the
does.
Oh,
fact that
she's like, go get a piece of pizza. I'm like,
I would have been
thank
cool
you.
without the donuts or the fucking the $5. Just the fact that she trusted me, and when I got done doing what I was doing, like exactly what I said, the windows, I mean, they looked like shit. They were chalky white from these old steel screens sitting on them. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I scrubbed them and fucking clean, and she was over the moon, over the moon, over the moon about it. She was so stoked. That right there was the best part for me. It was how stoked
Right.
she was.
You,
But
especially
Betty's
with
gonna tell her book club
Yeah, she
of
Right.
was super
Claire
stoked,
and
super
you
stoked.
know what I
Well,
mean, and Margaret are gonna be there, and they're gonna be
that-
like, "Oh, this nice young man." came."
yeah,
that
you know,
leads
in
me-
residential,
That
in
leads me to
residential-
this. That leads me to this, and I'll let you go, Mark. That leads me to this. That going that little bit of extra mile, because I don't want you to think that going the extra mile is the bad thing, dude. It's a good thing, within reason. But that little bit has turned into today. The neighbors down the street who happen her son mows her lawn. They have 4 houses in a row. They all want their exteriors done for the 4th of July. The July 3rd, which is I think, or is it no, whatever July 3rd is. I have all of
Friday.
those
It's a
houses.
Friday.
That Friday, I have all 4 of those houses exterior only. One of them is an inside. Now, that's going to be a $1,600 day for me.
sure,
Yeah.
especially with residential.
That's how it works,
It's a
man.
big ass
And
bitches, big ass
commercial
houses.
But-
They're all right in a row.
It starts out of the kindness of your heart, and
Yeah,
that's
the
not why
universe,
you
man.
do it, but it also does make good business
Oh,
sense
yeah.
to do it. The same reason, like I feel like that's also the culture that Window Cleaning Resource is creating. I personally won over $1,000 worth of equipment from them, and I pass that savings on to other people too, because it builds good culture to just always give somebody a little extra, in my opinion. And then it does make good business sense too, because then they're like, this guy really is a nice guy. He really did do something extra for me for free, and
Right.
it
Well,
makes
Chris
business
and Alex are the same way about how we are about window cleaning, about window cleaning supply. Like I just want to give a shout out. They sent me those like the little Frenchy guys. Dude, shit, I haven't used it yet, but I was like, look at this fucking guy. I'm like, I can't wait to use it.
You've
Yeah.
got to use them. We just got them too. They're pretty
Do
cool.
you like
I
them?
haven't.
Yeah.
I personally haven't gotten to use them, but Craig was using them.
All right, yeah, I think we got them Monday. And I
I've been
feel
using
bad.
mine for
They're still
several
sitting
weeks.
in the box.
I've
but
been
yeah,
using mine
they're
for
cool.
several weeks.
How do you like them, man?
He sent you those brushes
Those
to
little
test them
pads
out,
are
you
cool.
fucking retard.
I just got it on Monday, and I'm all I'm saying is like that's. I know he sends me the slip of what this would cost.
Yeah.
Zero.
No,
You know what I mean?
well, no, I'm saying he sends you those because he wants your opinion on it.
I have a perfect job on Monday
Good.
to use them
So
on a
he's
job
like,
I
he's
fucking
like, you
hate
think
doing, dude.
I should? I was like, send them to Seth because
That's
definitely
all I deal with
Seth
is
or
Frenchies,
Craig
dude.
because
Yeah.
they see a lot of
Yeah.
French.
Actually,
paintings.
today, our job today was all French paints, and it was
It worked
like this
really
house
good.
is 100 years old.
The
All
little
of
scrubby
the
pad seems cool too.
Yeah, all of the second floor are the original. Well, not all of it. There's an addition on the back. So 90% of the second floor is the original windows, and they're not triple tracks. They're the where it's like a storm, and then the screen sits in underneath it, and then there's
a
another
double
storm
track,
that
yeah,
comes.
double track, yeah.
Yeah. And so then on the first floor, it's all these like gigantic French pane windows where like the bottom sash is taller than I am.
Oh jeez.
I had
Oh,
to
yeah,
use a
they're
3 foot, like the
2.5
little
feet.
3 foot step
Yeah.
ladder to get to the top of it, like the top of the window. But all of those storms come off to the outside,
Mhm.
which is nice. But I used the Sorbo quadrupod cart today since I had triple tracks, or not double tracks. Same. Not really. You know what I mean. Oh my God. After doing the first storm, I was like, this bucket and the system, the quadrupod thing, totally worth it. It was
Cool.
amazing to not have to have
Nice.
my stuff on my hips while I'm
Yeah.
going to put a storm window back in.
Yeah.
Oh my
Especially
gosh.
in tight spaces.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
how most storm windows are. You're in a room this big. Well, for me, my head hits the ceiling. I have to go down the stairs. I hit my head. Like you know what I mean? Like the steep
Yeah.
staircase where it's like built for 5'7" people.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
just kill yourself.
Well, I'm
going down.
5'2", so I don't have that problem.
Yeah,
but-
no, I mean, you are a colonist. You know
Those
what I mean?
are
Like you're like
very-
Yeah.
like the original like pilgrims here.
Those
Like,
brushes
I'm the
are
right
those
size.
brushes are
Yeah,
I
you're
think those
perfect.
brushes are gonna do very well.
all right.
Yeah.
TJ, we charge about the same for storm windows, right? Like pretty close.
Mhm.
Between 30, 35 and opening.
Mhm.
You remember the video I sent you where I took off the big bay and I was cleaning like all those little panes? I have that job. It's $4,000 in storm window cleaning. So like gives you a picture of like how many storm windows are at this
Well,
job.
if you
Holy
use
cow.
I can't wait to use that little scrubber.
Are you
I'm
WFP
so excited.
Are you WFP in the inners?
Oh yeah, dude. I popped all those holes a long time ago.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm
You're
excited.
gonna like that. You're
excited to
gonna,
use it.
how many did you get? 3 or did you
I
get
got
3 different
two.
sizes? Oh, you
I got two. I got two, and I got like the box is filled with pads. I feel bad. I want to tell Chris and Alex, somebody brought that into the shop, and I've been so busy I didn't even see it. And I was like,
Yeah.
the hell is this opened? And I went in there and I'm like, there's a million little pads, and there's
Yeah.
like teeny little
Yeah.
zero light brushes in here. I'm like, sick, dude.
I didn't.
And they gave me the little
not
handle
the teeny.
too. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, not the teeny tiny one, but the one there's 3 different sizes. There's like a 14 and like a 8 or a 10, and then like a 6.
I got the
Like
teeny tiny ones.
the
six
middle
ones.
one. The middle one I actually used Monday. I used on a 4-story building on like regular glass because I was like, man, this fucking sucks, dude. Like fucking like I got this pole stretched out like 55 feet in the air. Let me use this little tiny ass brush on this because it'll be super light. It was not. I mean, it worked, but I should have just used a bigger brush. You need some extra weight on a tall pole because that motherfucker was. Whoop,
Look, this is a 2-story house, so I'll be good. You know what I mean? I figured at height it might.
This
like,
was just regular.
act a little
These were
weird.
just regular fucking double pane or
You were just
double
like,
hung
fuck it,
windows.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, I was just
wanna
like, well, I was trying to spare myself. You know what I mean? I was like, well, this will be easier, you know, because it'll be lighter. It was not easy.
anything lighter on the shoulders. Is that the squirrel one or the one where the guy was talking to you?
Oh, that was the squirrel. That was the squirrel building.
The squirrel one?
That
Yeah,
brush
the squirrel
that's
video.
on the squirrel building. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that squirrel was cool as hell, dude.
Yeah, he was pretty
I love
dope,
that.
man. There was a lady that I didn't have my meta glasses on at the time. Well, I had my meta glasses on, but I had 55 foot of pole stretched out, and I didn't want to. And this is including my height. I had 55 feet of pole stretched out, and I didn't think it was probably the best thing to do, considering right across the street behind me is uh, power wire. So if I was to drop the pole, that would have been so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, she was feeding the squirrel, and the squirrel was sitting on her knee. This squirrel jumped up on this lady's fucking knee. She's like, after I do the windows and I take the extensions down and I drop the pole down to the next story. I stopped for a second. I was like, was he just sitting on your knee? She's like, yeah, he comes up to me every day. This squirrel goes around to the front of the building where this lady's office is and
finds her.
sits on the rail and looks inside the window and sees like trying to get her.
She's there.
Yes. She comes outside and the squirrel runs around the back of the building. She walks around the back of the building, sits down next to this planter, and this squirrel will get up there on her fucking knee, take peanuts from this lady and bury them in this big flower pot that she's sitting next to. It was fucking nuts, dude. I've never seen. And then he was just like down there chilling with me and shit, just like hanging out,
That's
Yeah,
like
watching me.
her
That's a-
ancestor reincarnated or
Some
something.
shit. It was wild, dude.
Well, no, dude, that's a city squirrel, man. Like a city squirrel's got to figure out how to get some food.
My mother-in-law,
figured it
Kathy,
out.
she's got a squirrel trained where he'll come up and take like peanuts and shit right out of her hands. My grandfather,
They're like cats, dude.
yeah, my grandfather had one out that he used to do out here on the porch all the time. He'd come up and I just, I don't have the patience for that. You know what I mean? Like you
I'm
want this
starting to
nut?
get to that point of like old man shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got time
Yeah.
to like
Like
see
you
the
look at
birds and the
birds.
bee.
Yeah.
Well, like so there's a lady in my like the town that my business is based out of, and I lived there for a long time. I don't live there now. There's a lady who walks around with like big 4th of July sunglasses, like fireworks off the side,
Oh,
and
geez.
she pushes a Victorian era like baby carriage.
Mhm.
You're like, oh, there must be a baby in there. You look in there, there's a fucking cat. There's a cat in a bonnet. Like she's fucking out of her goddamn mind. Every animal loves this fucking lady.
Yeah.
She just has all
She's
the time
got
in the
the
world.
animal autism.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, her autism is fucking wild, dude. Like you see her and she's like, how's it going? I'm like, are you drunk at 7 a.m.? All right, cool, dude. Like whatever you're into. But like every animal, like squirrels, her fucking cat in a bonnet, like it has like a Victorian era bonnet on. Like you look in and you're like, oh, there's gonna be a kid in here. No, it's a fucking cat, dude.
It's a
Yeah,
cat.
crazy. It's crazy.
I got a topic. And then I was gonna tell a little bit more about my story.
Oh, yeah,
before.
yeah.
What time does this
course,
end?
man.
at?
Please
We
go.
still have another hour yet.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
do it.
All right. Well, the topic was goosenecks. How do you guys feel? I bought the whole gooseneck set, and they
Mhm.
were like really hard to use. Do you guys like the
Uh,
gooseneck?
You gotta use the gooseneck without a pivot brush.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't want
Yeah,
to
that's
brush that
true.
lays to the side, and they
Yeah.
are tricky. You'll learn different ways to hold the pole, meaning torquing to the left and torquing to the right to
Yeah.
keep the edges flat. It's kind of a learned thing, and for me, honestly, a gooseneck over a foot becomes very cumbersome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you
It
start
depends. Yeah.
people
I only use
extending
them.
them out.
Yeah, I only
You know,
use
there
them
was
when
a
absolutely
there was
necessary.
there was a company around Rick that made a gooseneck that went out like 4 feet and the brush was upside down and you could reach above an awning. Remember that,
Yeah,
TJ?
yeah.
It was like the most dysfunctional thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life. You're creating the solution to a problem that doesn't exist if you are a window cleaner and have a ladder. Okay. So yeah, I see guys that when you want to go up to, let's say hypothetically 50 feet, the gooseneck replaces the bend, the bow and the pole and keeps the brush on the glass at the right optimal level. So, and it's a learned technique that you're not going to use all the time.
Yeah, I
you know?
posted a video, I want to say last week sometime. I was using a gooseneck really high and I had a swivel headed brush on there. It wasn't the best idea. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
the one
very
gooseneck that
difficult
comes
to
in
do.
It's like 5 feet, the one extension that's in the WCR package. It's huge. I don't think I'm
Yeah.
ever going to use it. But I bought it mainly because I did this one guy's house. It was a huge 2-story house with all French windows, and I broke a couple of his tiles on his roof. So I told him, I was like, next year I'm going to have equipment so that I don't need to stand on your roof in this area.
Hmm.
I replaced his tiles and everything. Everything's fine, but that's why I mainly bought the gooseneck so I wouldn't have to stand on this guy's roof.
Hmm.
Right.
And
So again, it's good for occasional use,
Yeah.
Rick. You'll find a home for it.
Yes.
Again, it's a different technique. The pole constantly wants to lay over,
Layover. Yeah.
you
It's a
know,
battle,
but
man,
to
especially
say
at
you
height.
you could reach over a 5 foot overhang and comfortably clean 30
Mm,
windows, yeah.
probably
And
not the
don't
best
don't forget,
idea.
even with the carbon fiber warranty that WCR gives, you're putting a lot of strain on that
I
pole
I
when you're
typically
doing that.
I have goosenecks for that, like I said, that video that I posted. Like if there's like a I want to do something like this particular job that I did that was in the video. They didn't want a spring for the lift. You know what I mean? I gave them a price of me having a lift delivered and doing it with a lift, nose to glass, or I could do it with the water fed pole and, we'll just charge you regular. You know what I mean? Like, well, let's try the water fed pole first. And there's like a I want to say maybe a 10-inch block ledge below these windows. You know what I mean? And at 40 feet in the air, that's really difficult to try to get the angle you need to get to allow the brush to stay on the glass and make contact like it needs to clean it properly. So it's like I'm gonna toss a gooseneck on here, which I mean it did the job. It did exactly what I needed it to do. But man, that's very using a gooseneck at height is tough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you've really got to watch the kind of pressure you're putting on that because, like Mark said, that's a lot of stress you're putting on that carbon fiber when because there's only so much you can expect out of that stuff before it's gonna bust.
It's a
do
good piece to have in your
It's
vehicle
nice
or
to
your
have. Yep.
toolbox, but it's not something you would want to use on a daily basis.
Yep.
But the more you use it, the more you'll
You'll
feel
get more
comfortable with it.
proficient with
do
it.
Right.
you have a destroyer, TJ? Destroyer
I
pole?
have a micro destroyer.
You like it? You use it a lot?
It's absolutely absolutely amazing. It's probably the best water fed pole I've ever used.
That's my next purchase. Is I want to get a destroyer now.
Make sure you call me to buy it though.
All right.
Hey, why don't you let me place your orders for you, buddy? I'm kidding.
Yeah, and then the micro just makes more sense because you get even more rigidity.
Well,
Shorter
it's
sections, yeah.
it's shorter sections. It is. I mean, it is very rigid, but I like the micros because they're versatile. Because like you don't have to, and not to pick on Grace because she's short, but or Mark, but the micro is nice because you can drop sections, so you don't have to carry all that bullshit around. So, even with me not being short, but like say you are a little shorter in stature, you're not banging that fucking pole into the ground. You only use what you need to use. It's not a bunch, so you can like use the top 3 sections, the top 5 sections, or the whole pole. You know what I mean? That's what's nice about the micro. And that
And you
destroyer,
can.
it's just man, those are ooh, just
How much heavier? How much heavier would you say it is from like a pro basic? A
I would
couple
say
pounds.
probably a pound, maybe. You know what I mean? I'm a bad person to ask that because I'm fucking swole. But
I
no, I'm
see
just kidding.
that.
I'm kidding. I'm a bad person to ask that because honestly, dude, the only time I've ever really noticed a difference in pole weight is my all-time favorite pole ever is the Gold Label Ultralight Micro, the super thin walled. I love that pole, but I break them all the time because I use them for everything, and I shouldn't. I'm using it at height and stuff like that. But I've had one lady backed into it, snapped it in half. Another guy caught it with a lawnmower and broke it. Um, another time it slid down the building and snapped. But those are my favorites because those weigh nothing. Those
Do they
ultra
sell those? They sell those?
I don't know if they still do. I think we may still have a few left in stock. I'm not certain. I am probably the main reason why a lot of those are gone because I was always, hey man, I need a replacement
Yeah,
section.
TJ broke them all.
I broke them all.
Broke
Dude,
every
I
fucking one
love
of them.
those poles. They're so light. If you use them responsibly, like if you're like a owner operator and you use it responsibly, they're absolutely wonderful poles because there's
Yeah.
nothing. They're so light. They're just such a joy to use. But
Yeah.
durability and rigidity. You just that micro destroyer, you just can't beat it, man. It's just, and
Yeah.
even when you add sections to it at height, it's still, it just performs. It's just such a great pole, man.
Yeah, I have a regular destroyer, Rick,
Mhm.
that it's my go-to pole. I pretty much use it every day. And it's I can still reach the clamps, contrary
What
to
do you
what
use?
TJ has
What
to
do you
say.
use?
A destroyer, a
Oh,
regular
okay.
destroyer.
Okay.
I have two of them,
They're
and
nice. Those are nice too, man.
yeah, they're again, disassemble them at
Mhm.
any section you want. I
Mhm.
only use what I need.
Mhm.
It's a very versatile pole, very
Mhm.
rigid, and
Mhm.
for its height, it's relatively light.
Yeah.
But to me, I'd rather have something heavier that doesn't bow all over the place
Mhm.
than I'll deal with the weight of it.
To answer your question, Greg, the micros I feel, yes, are more like, all right, I'm gonna say this, and if Chris sees this, don't get mad. I mean, that was like a huge blunder in my opinion. The squeegee life pole is they were, the squeegee life pole, super gangster. Um, they're super rigid, and that's the reason why the squeegee life pole was so rigid, is because the top four sections were 3 foot 7 foot, 3 foot 7 inch lengths, and the bottom four sections were 4 foot 7. So you got the height, but the blended section lengths at the top made the pole more rigid because the section lengths are shorter. You know what I mean? So you're not getting a lot of deflection in the pole. I don't use the squeegee life pole anymore, because I can't sell them to anybody, and I don't feel like it's right for me to
I
use.
mean, if
Well, I
if
can't
got
I
two
for
of
can't I
them
can't
bitches. I
use
love them.
something in a
They're great.
video and somebody asks me, "Hey, what is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is a squeegee light pole." Like, "Where can I get one?" And I'm like, "You can't." You know what I mean? So I
yeah.
try to gear my content and use things that people can purchase, and they can, that way when I'm asked questions about things, I can tell them an honest opinion about it. So I've used just about everything. The only thing I've not cleaned a window with technically would be a regular destroyer, but a squeegee life pole is essentially a destroyer. It's just the section lengths are different. That's the only thing that's
Yeah.
different between the two.
I,
So
I can
Yeah,
say
I gotta
this
say the
that
micro destroyer rules, dude.
yeah,
I
if
it
I was a
love
does.
that
resident,
pole,
It's
dude.
such a
if I
good
It's
was
not
a
pole.
as good as the squeegee life pole, but it
It's
is.
damn close.
It's not, dude.
Damn
You
if
can
close.
throw
if
it in the back seat. You can
Yeah,
throw it
it's
like that. I
dope.
mean, you
yeah,
don't even
I
That's
have
I, I
half
think
room.
that's the coolest thing about it, is how, I mean, it's you can store it very
The fact
easily
of
too.
getting 30 feet out of that thing is crazy.
Yeah,
right.
it's
I think
I
if you're
love that pole.
primarily residential
couple
to,
grand.
in Florida, we don't have someone's backyard that's on a fucking cliff where you got to
Mhm,
add 20 feet like where you guys
mhm,
are. We're flat ground,
mhm,
so my recommendation, and again, I'm not a residential
mhm,
guy, I would buy the micro destroyer because
mhm.
30, 40 feet is all you're going to need
Yep.
for what you're doing.
And if you do need
Um,
to add something on, you can
you can
always get
always
add-on
add
sections.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
You can buy 2 sections,
Well,
dude, and then like
I'm
pull
a
it.
cheap ass, and I use the Pro Basics add-on sections with my destroyer. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
don't.
because you're only
I
using it for like 10
Yeah,
windows. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, realistically, like
The
if you're
micro
using it that
destroyer.
height every
If
day,
you're gonna, if you want a top of the line pole that you can use just about on any, well, you can use on anything, the micro destroyer is where it's at. That's just my
Yeah.
personal opinion. That's my choice.
I do some beachfront condos that people live up high, and
Hmm.
I've definitely gone over 40, 50 feet before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
oh
you
yeah,
will
I mean
definitely, like I
you
said,
can.
it's a super slick ass pole,
But
man.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I got a little giant in my truck, and if it's
Okay.
too high, I just stand on that bitch and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I do what
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
do
You
to
know
get it
what?
done.
All
You know,
respect just went
people
out
are
the
always
fucking
like,
window
"Oh,
here.
like if you
Yeah,
don't
I
have
You
that
can't.
know
much
what? This is going
land,
off the
I
rails.
can't co-sign that at all, dude.
People that use that little
shit
giant,
all the time,
yeah,
dude."
You
they
might as well
definitely
just
have
be. You
height
might
issues,
as well have Andrew get on your shoulders
right?
at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, what are we
I'm
I
doing?
not
did
so
a
sure that
seven.
I like you anymore. And we're gonna just take you out.
Have you ever just done something because it needs to get done, and that's
Yeah, check
the
this out.
shit you have, dude, and then you
I
just
did a
go, "This is how I do it."
I did a 7 story unit, and I had 55 feet of, I had Pro Basic mixed with the insupos.
Uh-huh.
So I would have like 2 pro basic, 2 insupos, 2 pro basic, 2 insupos, and I had to use a ladder too, and that was one of the
Oh,
hardest
shit.
I've ever done.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get it
Yeah,
clean.
hey man. Like I said, dude, what I like about having you on tonight is the fact that you're just so. I mean, you seem like you're probably our age, but you're so wet behind the ears when it comes to window cleaning. It's refreshing to see someone that's so
Be
so
honest.
giddy about it. You know what I mean? Like I just love
Right.
doing it. It's fucking cool,
Well,
dude. I'm glad you.
So
came
many
on.
people like, I do $1 billion. And
Yeah, I do $1
57
billion,
employees.
and you're just
And
like,
it's like,
dude,
then
I
you
just
look,
like
then
cleaning
you look at their
windows, man.
company online, because I do that. I got to be honest. Every time we have somebody on, I check out their company. I check out their Google reviews, because I want to know, are you full of shit or are you real? And I would say 50% of the time, I'm like, you're not exactly what
Yeah.
you're saying, or you are what you're saying. But I mean, dude, the other day I had to do like a 4-story condo soft wash. And I was like, man, I can't reach this. I was like, yo, pull the truck up. And I fucking stood on the ladder racks and I fucking washed the building. And I was like, yo, I got to do what I got to do to get this shit done.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Not
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
but
I did a
Couple-
pressure wash.
couple-
I did a house wash last week, and it's the whole house is on a pump, so it's well water. So and I don't carry a tank on these. I'm not getting on the boat with a fucking trailer. But anyways, Seth can cry about it later.
no, I'm just
I
saying,
could
do
not
what you got to
reach.
do.
I could
homie.
not reach those peaks. So I busted out the micro destroyer and the fucking and the old Web Duster 9000 and fucking got her clean with that. You know what I mean?
You gotta
do good.
when people pretend that window cleaning isn't like innovation,
Yeah.
like, dude, you just do whatever needs
To get
I
the
mean,
job
within
done.
reason and being safe.
Yeah.
When I started
I
out,
say that, but you
when
do
I
what you gotta
started
do.
out, I have fanned 2 and 3-story apartments. I have fanned them with Home Depot pulls from the ground,
Yeah.
and I still have those contacts today. Most of them,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
Yeah, man,
it's like I said,
clean that
you
shit,
like Seth said,
dude.
just sometimes you just gotta get the shit done. You know what I mean? You just gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta be MacGyver 9000 and just
People will
fucking get it done, dude.
appreciate the fact that you did your level best for them. You know what I mean? In
Another
the long run.
another thing that I deal with a lot here is people will have lanai areas and they'll have a screen. Their slider windows are here. Their screen will literally be this much space. And there's different methods to get the windows clean. Sometimes you have to power wash them from the outside to agitate everything, then run pure water over it. And there's all kinds of different things.
My man, I do that shit all the time.
Hey, dude, you know what I
do
did
that
today?
all the time.
I had these giant fucking panes of glass on this retirement center I'm doing. I fucking went through with my bucket, soaked them and scraped them, and then went back through with the water fed pole and knocked them all out with the water fed pole afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. Sometimes you just do shit, and they were just
clean
filthy.
windows is clean windows.
They were
dude.
filthy, man. The frames were busted. I was just like, man, dude. And I was just, I was like, man, do I want to fucking sit here? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna soak these down, scrape them, rinse them off, and then I'm gonna fucking knock them out with the WFP afterwards and the sill brush. You know what I mean? They turned out great. They
Dude,
look fucking awesome, dude. I was
that's what I did today. I was like, we had a big job in the morning that needed the pressure washer, so we had the trailer.
Uh-huh.
And I get to the second job and it's covered in fucking pollen. I'm like, yo, fuck this, dude. I put the soap tip on, I rinsed all the windows, and I knocked off like 80% of it, and then I was like, just come back by with the water fed pole when this dries.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not trying to clean. The sills were like this cake
Yeah.
and shit. I'm like, yo, fuck that, dude.
This
like,
was mayflies. I had
100
mayflies. The fucking mayflies, the Canadian soldiers come across the lake, and they were fucking like this thick in the windowsills. I'm like, I am not getting my fucking tools all fucked up in this fish smelling nastiness. So I
they
just fucking
smell terrible too.
Yeah, I
when
just
they're
soaked them down, scraped them, squirted off with the hose on property. I used their hose. I squirted all off. Went and got my shit. Fucking hooked it all up. Fucking bing
Well,
bang.
yeah,
boom,
I mean, like
done.
what
It
he
looked
was,
beautiful.
what Rick was talking about earlier. I think Richie does this too. Like I've had a 95-degree day and I'm like, I'm trying to squeegee these windows and they're coming out terrible.
Mhm.
I'll go around the house with like a hose and rinse everything down, just cool the glass.
Yep.
So that when I go to wet it, I'm like, it's not drying as fast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
One
trying
of my
to,
one of my buddies in the industry, like to go on what we were talking about, doing half of something traditional and then just basically running pure water over it. He showed me that, like, to get a pump sprayer, fill it with pure water, and then when you have glass balconies that have those the pieces on the bottom that hold the glass, they're like they go like this and they hold the glass at the bottom. You could
Mhm.
scrub everything and then just squirt it with pure water, squirt all the soap off, let it dry, and then you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about detailing around all those
Yeah.
little pieces.
Mark, you're pretty notorious for water-fed pulling and backblading too. You squeegee
I
off.
love
Yeah.
backblade, man.
I do
Especially
that
on the
more
ocean,
often
dude.
than not. I don't care how good the system is, how much you've rinsed on big glass, especially in the
Mhm.
sun and the heat here.
Mhm. It's
We
gonna
don't put
dry.
any soap
You're
on it
gonna get some.
after.
You're gonna get
You're
some.
gonna have a problem.
You're gonna
In
have some
pollen
spots.
season, like we're all
Yeah.
in pollen season,
Yeah.
those little white spots, those
Yeah.
little yellow spots are showing up because it's pollen into the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no
Mark,
doubt.
Mark, I gotta say your system came in key. I was on Water Street,
Uh-huh.
basically on the ocean. So we had one guy go and scrub in front of us because we can run 2 poles off your system.
Yep.
I backbladed and then he came back and did a final rinse. You know what I mean? Like I pulled all the salt
Yeah.
off the glass
Right,
and then he
right.
did like this, like because I was like, yo, fuck this. Like I just want to get the
Well,
fuck out of here.
you know
Mhm.
that
You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's like
Peace of
I don't
mind.
people are like,
Peace
oh,
of-
well, this is what I do. I'm like, no, fuck
Right,
this.
but
I want
when you-
out as fast as I can.
When you
Yeah.
rolled the hose up, you had peace of mind that you ain't getting a call back.
I knew that shit looked
Yeah.
good because I pulled all the salt
Yeah.
off the glass with a
Yep.
18-inch sorbo. I was
Yep.
like, yo, this is good.
Yep.
That's the thing.
It worked.
You just gotta do like that's what for me. It's like, what's the fastest way to get this done? The best, you know what I mean, and the best results the fastest. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I know
Mhm.
I
Right.
get a lot of shit for as much as I use a pole, and I always get guys in my comments who are like, I could do that way faster with a ladder. Nah, you can't.
You know what?
I'm willing
You
to have a
can't do
race
it
with
faster because it's my account.
Yeah.
So get in grandma's minivan and move down the road, dude.
No, I mean, like,
End of
like
story.
the other day we had a job that was a nursing home where they had security screens on the bottom, but the window tilted in. And I was
Mm.
like, all right, fuck this. I was like, I'm gonna rinse all the screens first. They tilted it and scrubbed it with steel wool. They closed it. I put a Gilmore gun on a DI tank. I just fucking sprayed through the screens. I was
Hosed
like,
them.
"Yo,
Yep.
fuck this."
Yep.
Came out way better than I thought. I'm like, man, this looks.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do this more. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sometimes you just do stuff because you're like, I'm hot, I'm tired. I just want this job to be over
Right.
with. And I'm like,
Right.
just tilt the window in and just scrub it with steel wool real fast.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's like everyone acts like there's like always a process to do everything,
Well,
and sometimes
this-
you're just like,
I don't know if
gotta
it's
get
that.
this job
I just
done
think a
and
lot
do
of
it.
people aren't when they see something on the internet and they see somebody do something on the internet, they're not thinking of the fact that, there's more than one way to do something. You know what I mean? And just because you do it one way doesn't mean that you see someone else doing it a different way doesn't mean that it's just not effective. That doesn't it's just different. It's just as effective. It's just different. You know what I mean? Um that's all. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not opposed to getting out a ladder, but if it's something that I do on a routine basis, like, you're telling me that you're gonna do this bank faster than me with a ladder. It's like, dude, I've been doing this bank for fucking 15 fucking years. You're not doing it faster than me, my boy.
No.
If you see me doing it like this, like you see me doing some really trick shit with a 0 degree on there, that's probably because I've done that window a gajillion fucking times. You know what I mean? Like, come on, what are we
you just
talking
want
about?
out.
You
Yeah,
know?
you just like so many people.
If
are
I
like,
would have recorded
well,
that,
this is-
if I would
do
have
a
recorded that
10-stage
house
thing.
yesterday with me cutting those screens out of that old lady's house, you'd think I was the first time I ever cleaned a fucking window. You know what I mean? That shit took me
Yeah.
forever. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, the people just don't have, they have unrealistic expectations when they see something.
Well, people see the internet and go, this is how you always
Mm.
do this.
Mhm.
And if you've cleaned windows long enough, and I don't care if it's 3 years, because
There
that's
you-
enough experience, in my
Yes.
opinion,
Yes.
to have seen some shit,
Yeah.
or 25 years.
Yeah.
Whatever gets the window cleanest the fastest
Yeah.
and what you're most comfortable with, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how you do it. Did you get a clean window?
Yeah.
Perfect.
How would you, Mark? I'm going to ask you this.
I must dig my dig in the mashed potatoes. Go Hogs!
How would you remove hard water stains on a second story residential with a water fed pole? You're not.
No, you get a ladder.
You get a ladder.
First of all, hard water
run
stains on
Zep
the
through
second
the water
floor.
fed pole. And
Nobody
scrub it.
has sprinklers that are that fucked up to shoot to the second floor. Very rarely. I could count on less than a hand how many times I've seen something like that. For instance, I have a car dealership that I'm going to tomorrow, and they have two corner windows that are completely acid burned. And one of my guys pointed it out, and then they called and said, "Hey, we don't know what happened here." And I walked up there and I'm looking at him like, how did the stain get up that high? And it's definitely an acid because it's on two tops that are 20 feet up and then two below it. Then it skips one and then it hits the first floor. So you could physically touch the first floor without a ladder. And I said, and then I looked up and you could see the scupper drain, just a hole in the ceiling with a piece of PVC lining it. So I went to the chief engineer. I'm like, hey, did they have roof work done? He goes, oh, like a year ago. And I go, okay. I go, that stain lines up with wind blowing whatever came off the roof, you know? And so we're going to put up ladders or a little scaffold and polish it out. But if you believe you can take some form of chemical and run it through a brush, you have to really be aware of what's below that stain, whether it's aluminum frames or caulking or anything else. So my suggestion to you is hands-on. Get up there, put your hands on it, and figure out. Sometimes
That's
you can
really the
scrape it
only way
away.
to do it, especially if
Manual scrub is the safest, easiest way to
Right.
do it. And if you're not afraid of
Right.
heights,
it's residential
Right.
too.
And
It's
I'm not going to throw
residential.
them under
It's
the bus.
It's residential.
Right.
It's probably 20 to 25 feet in the air. Just get out the
Right.
ladder and just
Right.
do it by hand, man, because it's
Right.
just gonna.
I mean, I'm not going to
save
throw
you.
them under the bus, but I'm going to say about it. Philip Alexander, who is always famous for running Zep,
Zep.
which is a horrible product on Windows. People like Zep because it's $6 a gallon.
Yeah.
Okay, and it might be good to take rust stains off of painted surfaces, but when you start spraying that shit on Windows and burn glass like he did after his 50 years of experience, and then he's blowing me up on how to get it to go away, and he cooked these windows, and I've been trying to help him as much as I can. Okay, and Philip, I love you. You can promise me you're not going to use Zep ever again. I've told you for what, 5 years
Yes,
that
we've
what
been
you're
talking
doing
about
is
this for a
fucking
long
dangerous,
time. Yeah.
and eventually
Why I
it's
brought
going
it
to
up,
bite you.
Yeah.
It's going to fucking bite you. And
That's what got me about
yeah.
that. That's what got me about that dude, like really giving me like that whole load of shit about using ammonia. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna cause using ammonia on glass is gonna make the insulated glass panels fog." Like, what are you fucking
Bullshit.
talking about, bro?
Bullshit.
I want
People
It's
been
on
using
the glass for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
People
I've
been
been,
using-
at most.
I've been using ammonia since 1987.
Yeah.
I've never not used it. I've used it with Joy. I've used it with Dawn. I've
Yeah.
used it with Orange Crush. Okay. I've used it on tint. Yeah, tint. Plastic tint. Installed by somebody, not a manufacturer. I've never bubbled tint with it. Okay.
No.
Get over it.
You guys have changed how I clean windows.
He says,
You know what I
"That's
mean? I
still
put ammonia
scary,
in everything."
dude. I'm 16. I'm not trying to fall
Oh.
on the ladder. I'm using one restorer on a boar's hair right now, mixed 50-50."
I
Listen,
mean, maybe just
listen.
don't do it. Maybe
Yeah.
just don't
You know
do the
what?
job.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
I can appreciate your dedication to fixing this problem, but at 16 years old, you should learn now that there are much safer methods. I'm not telling you to climb a ladder and hurt yourself without the proper training. Okay.
But you could damage something as well.
Right. Maybe try to scrape it off with a pole. I don't really even want to recommend that to you,
No,
but
don't-
I
Just-
sometimes
just
it's
turn it
okay
down,
to say it's
dude.
okay to say no.
Yeah.
You know,
turn it
until
down,
you
brother.
have more experience with it.
Mark, how do you feel about Winzo 50/50? I've had
Never use it. I
Really?
never use
It's
any of those chemicals.
It's all
Okay.
right. It's
There,
all right.
listen. We've been through this a million times, and I'm not chastising you. I'm not chastising you at all. What I'm going to tell you is, in the right situation, it's a safe product to use. Okay, so without you asking me what's the right situation, okay, if you're going to be one of these people on Facebook or the internet, let's just say, that says try it in an inconspicuous place, right? I've said this a million times. Show me an inconspicuous place on a
On a fucking
window,
piece of
right?
glass.
On
Can
a
you
piece of
run
glass,
There,
ammonia on
there
the
right,
isn't.
inside?
right,
I mean,
right.
I
Can
use
I? Yeah,
ammonia. I
right,
mean, the main reason why I use ammonia is the
right,
inside.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
right, right,
dude, I
right.
mean,
So
to be honest with you, I think a lot of these questions, like, I'm going to be honest, come from people not having communication skills.
Yeah.
right,
And that means,
right,
like, if
right,
a customer asks you to do something that you're uncomfortable doing,
right,
learning how to
Yeah.
communicate that, be like,
right.
hey, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't
Well,
do
it's
I
that.
can't
it's
do
the
that.
You know what
same
I mean?
thing.
I can't,
It's the same
there's no
thing
way I can get that
as
off there this away.
there. It's the same
I
And if
can
it's
thing
try
too,
for
this, and
have
that.
you, I
right.
mean, if it sounds to me like you're an exterior, you're 16, so you've probably seen a lot of stuff on the internet, and it's probably someone that does a lot of just exterior only style work. Those windows may even tilt in. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And those a lot of people like are filming stuff and then not showing you the bad parts.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? They're just showing you a door-to-door sale today
Yeah,
and I sold
dude.
$3,000.
Yeah.
Cool. They didn't tell you about the 10 people that were fucking pissed.
Yeah.
You fucked up their windows. I'm like,
Right.
Yeah.
listen,
Right. Right. You own it now.
I just
Okay.
would be really
manual
careful.
cleaning is the
Right.
easiest.
Just
So
be really
if
careful with what you're doing there, buddy. I mean, I wish you
if
all
you
the
yeah
best, but you be
That could
really
get in your eye and all.
get in your
If you
eyes. I mean,
squirt that
you
out of a
really
water
got to watch
tadpole,
what you're doing there, bud.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
listen,
Yeah, you're right.
there's nothing wrong because I get at least one phone call a month from a local window cleaner that I know that would say to a customer, listen, it's kind of out of my pay grade, but I got a guy
Mm,
and it's not window cleaning, so it's not going to be $3 to fix this.
mm,
He's an expert. He'll tell you not only
mm,
how it happened,
mm,
why it's happening,
mm,
he's going to tell you to fix the problem before he does his job.
mm,
And then he's going to come do a sample for free and sell you, if you want, the service.
mm.
Okay. Now, if you're going to use any of those assets, whether it's Winsol or the ZEP or the one restore, if you're not educated in the damage it can do, and if you don't take the time to identify what you're putting it on, first of all, like a silicate stain, it's not going to bother touch that. It works on calcium and minerals.
Mm,
Okay, silicates bond to the glass and need to be polished out.
mm.
If you don't know how to identify the glass, meaning is there a low E coating? Is it a pyrolytic coating? Does it have an exterior film of some sorts? Okay, the best way is with a glass meter. Okay, a glass meter, you put it on one side of the glass, it tells you how much tin is within the glass. Then you measure the inside of the same window, and it'll basically
Anyone,
tell
No,
you
yeah,
that's
if,
but
fucking
most
if
people,
no,
yeah, yeah,
no.
right there. As soon
right,
as you say
but
glass meter, guys are like, oh,
right,
I'm
right,
just
right.
fucking use
So
oven cleaner on it.
look,
Well,
listen,
I'm
use
probably like
ammonia 'cause then
TJ
it's
on
gonna
this.
be fucking
If
dirty.
it doesn't scrape off or steel
right,
roll off, I
right,
ain't fucking touching it.
right.
Like
So
if my scraper doesn't take it off, I'm
Yeah.
like, it's just fucking there, dog.
about
I don't know what
about
to tell you, dude.
right.
It's just there.
So
That's where
about
it
once
Well,
is.
a
I've
month,
gotten past that with Mark's help. Mark's showing me how to polish glass. That's really opened new doors for me. Like I've done
Oh yeah.
several polishing jobs over the last like 7 or 8 years since me and Mark got together. I mean, I look at shit differently now, whereas before I would probably like, let me try some Winsol on here,
right,
and now I'm like,
right.
man, it's just much easier, and I don't have to really worry about fucking anything up if I just get this
Yeah,
wet, scrape it, and then
if
hit
you
it with a
educate
polisher real
yourself
fast.
on
You know what
what
I
you're
mean?
about to
I'm
do,
on,
Yeah.
dude.
because well, I know you want to, I know you want to say something, Rick, but I'm going to finish my soapbox. If you are paid a specific amount to clear a stain and you go acid burn that glass with 100% certainty, one of two things. You own that glass or you call someone that's qualified to come fix the problem that you created, which I can guarantee you, even with professional courtesy, is going to cost you more than you made on the entire house that you're cleaning. Okay. So I went to Tampa to bail a guy out that scratched a bunch of windows.
Mhm.
Okay. And I did it for my cost, for what it cost me for a day's labor that I didn't make here and my travel time. Okay. And I charged him $800, like 800 or $1,000, right? And that seems pretty steep when you're getting 350 to clean the windows. However, I saved him $20,000 in replacement glass. He knew the value of the service. Okay. And as I've said before, anybody that reaches out to me through private messenger or Facebook, I will give you my time on the phone and tell you what I would do, because what I would do is not going to get you in any trouble, and what I wouldn't do. But when people treat it like a science experiment and they go on fucking YouTube and they start with toothpaste and fucking
Barkeeper's friend. Yeah,
barkeeper's
yeah.
friend, and then
Here,
you're
my
just
only
looking for
suggestion to
trouble.
give anybody is stay in your fucking lane.
Right,
Stay
right,
in what you know how to do,
right.
Yeah.
and don't be afraid to tell a customer.
Yeah, I
Do
can't I can't get
I
that
would,
off.
I've never lost a customer by telling them like it's
Being
outside of what I
honest.
can do for
Never
you.
lose
You know,
somebody
can't-
by
I
being
can't-
honest
I
about
can't
it.
do
right.
that,
When,
dude.
Yeah.
when
I
I get
can't
a
do
phone
that.
call from a local guy and I say, I always tell them, why don't you meet me there so you can introduce me and I can get through if it's a gated community. We
Mhm.
have a lot. And you introduce me to your customer. Okay. And if you want, pay attention to what I do. Even though
Mhm.
you're theoretically a competitor, I would like to show you. You know what? 9 times out of 10, they say, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'll get you in there. I'll introduce you. You do your thing. I want nothing to do with this.
Mhm.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. I
Mhm.
respect that. He's going to stay in his lane and not make the mistake of damaging a window.
I've had really good, I guess I'll call it luck with hard water removal. I've never smoked any glass, and I've done a good amount of it. I made a couple $1,000s just in hard water removal. What I was gonna say earlier was, I thought polishing was what you do after you remove the hard water. Are you guys?
It all depends on the situation. If I was to use a chemical like One Restore or Crystal Clear, I always would polish behind it because you close the pores of the glass and don't leave it in a raw state. Because if you only acid wash windows, and this is a proven fact, if I take Crystal Clear to a window and pull a mineral deposit out of it, wash it, soap it,
It's gonna
scrub it,
come back
detail
way
it,
worse.
it's if the problem consists, it's going to come back way worse. But if you polish behind it, you close the cells of the glass, and if you want to upsell a barrier, a protective coating, by all means,
Nanovations.
right, do that. But listen, I've heard your story, no offense, 1,000 times. But
Yeah.
on the one time you've made a couple $1,000s doing that,
You're
you
gonna lose a
risk
couple.
costing you several thousand
Mhm.
dollars
Yeah, I believe you.
to
I
do
want
it.
to get a tin detector and learn more about it. Definitely.
Look, here's a simple thing.
It's
If you
really
see a
it's
coated
really
glass,
it's real it's to be honest with you, man, all of this stuff like with stain removal and stuff like that, like um Mike Nichols makes a pretty good point here. He says general cleaning in the bid. Like you have to temper expectations when you're bidding a job. If you get a job and you see that there's a hard water stain on there, that's not, typical cleaning. You know what I mean? And that is where you need to gauge yourself on, do I just want to be a window cleaner and just clean windows and clean screens and whatever whatever, or do I want to be someone that I can, when I see a piece of glass I can make it look great again, you know what I mean? So there's levels to that as well when removing stains, because not only are you removing stains, but you could even take it at another level past removing stains and remove scratches, you know what I mean? Like there's,
right?
you know what I mean? It's just all on how far you want to take it.
Right. Listen, I'm pulling something up on the other screen here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a solid to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to read you what it says on my proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Price is $500 for the two windows. This is a restoration. Terms of payment is net 30. Service charge of 2% per month on unpaid balance made on past due accounts. The above price, now again, this is a glass restoration, so this doesn't need to be here, but if it was a window cleaning proposal, the
Mm-hmm.
above price covers standard window cleaning only, unless specified above. Any stain removal, paint removal, or glass restoration of any sort constitutes an additional cost. No alteration or deviation from the above specifications will be binding on Sky's the Limit Window Cleaning Incorporated unless hereafter made in writing and signed by both parties. This constitutes the entire agreement between the parties here for the foregoing services. That basically tells them you're not getting paint removed, You're not getting stain removed. You're not getting scratch removed for this price. Okay. If I uncover this, I will alert you.
Mhm.
Do you want me to proceed and give you a price?
I do this the same thing, but mine is verbal. When I
Right.
speak to someone, I always make a point when go and give an estimate, and I mean, after doing it for so long, I can look at a piece of glass. I'm like, there's a chance there's going to be some bullshit. You know what I mean? This is going
Yeah.
to be some bullshit, and
Yeah.
I just tell them like, listen,
Right.
this is not window cleaning. This is a restoration. Like this
Right.
window
It's
is,
two different things.
yeah, it's two different things. And they're like,
and
what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to be able to walk up to this with a mop and a squeegee and make it look brand new. I'm going to have to scrape this. I'm going to have to polish this, yada, 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 to get it to look good. You know what I mean? That's not
Right.
window cleaning.
Right.
You have to, like I said earlier, you have to temper expectations with people. That's why
Right.
looking at the job, bidding it over the phone or not drive, just sitting in the pickup
Google
truck,
Earth. Yeah.
Google Earthing it. That's cool if you want to get a window count, but when you get there and you're Grouponing every fucking window job that you fucking do, and
Right.
you get there and it's a complete and utter shit show, then you wonder why you're losing money. You know what I mean? You
Right.
have to
And if you
really pay attention.
In-person guy.
Say that
I'm a
again,
big in-person.
Rick.
I'm a big in-person guy when it
Yes.
comes to estimates.
it has to be.
You know what, Rick?
If
That does not surprise me a bit with you. You seem to be a really hands-on guy. You know what I mean?
Right. And let me tell you one thing, that when you meet with a customer, I picked up a 5-story job last 2 months ago. I've talked about it. And I met with the building manager, and first thing I noticed is mirrored glass, black and silver, and the caulking was leaching around all the windows, meaning haloing, okay? And I said to her, okay, what's your history on this building? Well, we just bought it and it needs to be cleaned up. I go, okay, what are your expectations? Well, what do you mean? I want you to clean the windows. I go, cuz that right there is not going to wash off, right?
Yeah.
So anyone who tells you that is lying to you. I go, I'm going to tell you what needs to happen versus what you could potentially pay for. I go, every one of these windows needs. Well, let me back it up. She then said to me, the building was recaulked less than a year ago. I go, they recaulked it because the caulking was leaching on the glass, right? You know, in the Florida sun, a mirrored window, black or silver, is going to be 130 degrees minimum, right? That's why you have trouble cleaning them. I said, here's what's going to happen. This building needs to be completely scoured, okay, by hand, nose to glass. I could stand here from the ground with 50 feet of pole and scrub your windows and be out of here in half the time, and that will cost you $2,500. She goes, that's about what the other prices are. I go, or I hand scour this entire building. We're going to be here for 3 to 4 days. It's going to cost you $4,000 to $5,000. But when I'm done, I go, what are your expectations? That needs to go away, correct? I go, okay, then that's what needs to happen. She called me back a week later and said, I spoke with the board of directors and everybody else, and we want to give you a shot, but only because of your presentation. We're giving you this job because you're almost double, if not more, than everybody else. And I said, here's what I'll do. We're going to do a small section for you. We're going to set up our ropes. We're going to set up our gear. We're going to scour a row of windows, and I will set your expectations based on that. We
Yeah.
did that for her. She signed immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's nothing wrong, nothing worse than doing a job. And TJ, Seth has, and probably even Grace at some point, I don't know. There's nothing worse than doing a decent sized job and they call you and say, did you guys do the job yet? Because it
Yeah,
doesn't look good.
That's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
Grace. I mean, how do you
Yeah.
guys set expectations when you bid a job? I mean, do you?
Oh, yeah. Like if I see silicone or paint or anything like that that you can see,
Mhm.
we point out everything.
Right.
And then, sometimes there's stuff that you're not gonna see until you get the layers
correct.
of dirt off of
Right.
that glass. So we
Right.
always let them know that too. Like, hey, glass is porous, it's gonna hold on to stuff too.
Right.
And depending on what, where is the house? If it's a house, how do the windows position with the way the sun moves and
Right.
things like that? Like,
Right.
you know how Craig is. He's
Yeah.
like hyper detailed on
Yes.
everything.
Right.
Yes.
So
Right.
we try to explain as many of those details as possible to the customer. Whether or not they always understand what we're saying is one thing, but
Right.
we at least tell them what's going on,
Mhm.
Right. Most people don't want to hear what I have to say because it takes a long time to come out, but they respect it at the same time. So, and point
I know
being,
it fucking drives all of us crazy.
it
but
does.
we
It
we,
drives us
we like
crazy.
to
That's
listen
why
to you
this
talk.
podcast has been going on for 10 years. It used to be 45 minutes.
Well, I'm
Now
going to
it's
stop
2
Mark
hours.
for 2 seconds. I'm going to stop Mark for 2 seconds. The rapid remover has been a game changer on
Right?
silicone.
Right?
Thank you so much, Mark.
Yeah.
That shit is
Listen,
dude,
YWCR
the
is
amount
not
of
stocking
jobs
that.
that
I
I
reached
do
out
What
to
now? What are you using that for?
rapid remover to remove silicone off windows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That
don't
shit
know.
works so
I don't
good.
think I
dude.
even.
I'm like, I love this.
I
Put it
didn't
in a
even
Zep
think
spray
I
bottle,
knew.
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, I didn't hardly know Chris and Alex when I sent them a picture of it and said, "Y'all need to put this on your website." And
They do. They
I
need
don't
it.
think they carry it, but
I'm gonna tell you right now. When he told me about that, I'm like, well, I'll try it out. Shit,
Dude,
Yeah.
you need dude. I'm saying a
Shit.
walnut
that
pad. A walnut
and
pad.
oil flow.
Took it off.
I run
Yeah.
into
Oil
a
flow is the
whole.
shit, dude.
I run into a
Yeah.
whole bunch of sealant sealant
Right.
like
Sealant.
block
Yeah.
sealant on glass. Like there's a lot of brick and sandstone
know,
around here, facades, and they're always getting sealed. And they're like, why is there still spots on my windows? That oil flow is the bee's fucking
Yeah,
knees, brother.
the
Dude,
difference.
I got two little Zep spray bottles. One marked oil flow, one marked rapid remover.
Yep.
And I just fill them and keep it in the truck.
Yeah,
Dude, like if you fill one, you can clean what?
They go
40
forever.
windows?
It
goes
goes
30,
forever.
40
It goes
windows,
forever,
50
yeah.
windows.
But I
Dude,
will say this: the as TJ said, any kind of sealant or paint or anything, oil flow.
Are you writing shit down,
smokes
Rick?
Rapid remover.
Rapid remover
Yeah.
and oil flow.
Dude,
Rapid
brother,
rapid remover on
But
silicone
is
is the
listen,
money.
the shit,
the
man.
one thing you need to understand with oil flow, it's a water-based safety solvent that's made to take off paint. So you must be very careful what's below the window, including caulking and including any painted surfaces.
Well, I used it for what I used it for when he got what he bailed me out for is the town's courthouse. It's a fucking 4-story courthouse, and I was in this fucking lift, and I did not know I couldn't get these windows clean. I was like, Mark, what do I do? And he's like, go get some oil, go to the hardware store, get some oil flow. The one hardware store in your town will have it. I went and got it, and I didn't go crazy with it. He's like, just be careful. I just took some in a spray bottle, sprayed it on a piece of steel wool, and that shit butter. I was like, oh my God. I fucking, dude, like, fuck, dude. Like, could you completely change my life?
Yeah.
Here's what I tell you with oil, at least with rapid remover, I hit that shit with water fed pole. I do like 10 windows and just get everything off it, keep everything wet, and then ladder the fuck up, spray that shit up.
See,
dude, I've taken shit that used to take me fucking forever to do, dude. You have saved me so much time, Mark. I would do a lot of things for you right now.
I hope so.
I can't mention.
You're giving me a partial right now, and I'm
no,
60
dude.
years old.
I mean, give me a partial. I'll take it. I'm just saying.
No, but listen, for you, Rick,
Softy, Mr. Softy.
Right. I got an air pump on it now. But for you, Rick, make a note. Anything
I'm so glad
painted,
you're here, Grace.
Right. Sorry, Grace. So anything painted, sealant, anything along those lines, you're going to want to use oil flow, and again, protect the surrounding areas. Anything Blue Max film, protective film on glass, vinyl lettering, vinyl, sticker glue, that's when you use the rapid remover.
Silicone.
Okay, they're two different products that are very similar because they're water soluble.
But the silicone, the rapid remover on silicone, I'm a little upset that we're talking about it on the podcast. But you know, it's good for everyone.
Rapid
that
remover on a walnut pad
is gangster, dude. That's the only thing a walnut pad is good for, by the way.
No, I mean, well, no, it's good for like because you can get in the cracks kind of easy with like, you know what I mean? It's like it's soft. Like when you use a white pad or steel wool, like especially when it's hot, like dries out real quick. It's rusty.
Yes,
right. If a
walnut pad will like flex into.
If you take a walnut pad and you put rapid remover on it, and you listen close like I do, the glass goes, oh yeah.
Oh, dude, you can feel it because you drag it across and it's hard to drag across.
Yeah.
I'm king of like when it doesn't feel like anything, it's off.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
no,
I'm like,
that's
oh,
me.
when the
it's
That's
water,
hard
me.
and then it's
That's me.
gone. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
That's me. That's me.
yeah.
I'm
If
a
it ain't
very
butter,
basic
if it
window
ain't
cleaner.
butter when I'm wiping it across there, it ain't off. You know what I mean? But that
Mhm.
rapid
Right.
remover is gangster.
Yeah. Well, I'll go back to
Dude,
I'll
so
go
good,
back to
dude. I love
props
that
You
shit.
use
from my
rapid
end.
remover on sticky stuff and
Right.
silicones, Zachary.
Yes, and I learned it from I was cleaning Stuck Blue Max. Stuck Blue Max, the blue film they
It's
put
a
on brand new
nightmare.
glass,
It's
is
a
worse than
nightmare,
taking
dude.
off tint.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Just like,
called up a buddy of mine that owns a sign company, and I'm like, "You got any ideas? It's not vinyl." He goes, "Yeah, rapid remover." And I'm like, "What's that?" And he goes, "Put it on Google." He goes, "There's a sign supply shop down in Pompano, which is like an hour from me." I ran down there and bought a 5-gallon jug of that shit, and I was doing backflips within 10 minutes of
Yeah,
starting to use it.
that's how I found out about rapid remover is I did a
Yeah.
house on the lake, and this guy built this beautiful home right on the lake, and it had sat for 3.5 years because he went through 4 different contractors, and the protective coating was left on the glass for that whole entire time. And
Yep.
he's like, "Hey man, I need my windows cleaned. Every guy that's come here gets halfway through the job and quits. I still got all this plastic on the windows. Can you?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I can do that, no problem." I get over there. I'm like, "This is the fucking work." I called Mark. He's like, rapid remover. I'm like, "Okay, rapid remover." I'm like, tell the dude, I'm like, "Listen, I ordered this stuff off of the Home Depots. It's going to be here in 2 days. I'll come back and I'll give it a shot." He's like, "Okay." Came back in 2 days with a rapid remover. That shit, butter,
Dude,
Yeah.
just fucking is
butter,
gadoosh
butter,
off.
gadoosh. Yeah, dude,
Like
it's
I've
crazy.
even used it with water fed pull in the techno pad.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm lazy sometimes. I'm like, no, dude, I don't want to get up there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, scrub this window. I'll hit it with the rapid remover. You scrub again, and
Yeah,
let's see how much is left
The
up
only
there.
thing bad
You know what
about
I
it
mean?
is,
Like,
yeah,
Oh, he froze.
Seth, poor Seth.
Too bad
But yeah,
Jacob's not
so
here to
so
catch him
listen,
with his mouth open
until
like that.
WCR carries Rapid Remover, which I've recommended to them years
Yeah.
ago, and I think TJ has as well. They need to
Yes.
get their shit together. You can buy it on Amazon and probably get it within 24 hours.
Yeah.
And you could buy a quart. You know, it's not
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
A
It's
gallon
not
is
cheap.
like $60,
Yeah, it's not
60, 70
cheap.
bucks.
It's
But
not
buy a
cheap,
small
but
thing. Yeah,
buy a
and keep it
small
in your truck.
thing.
Yeah,
Get yourself a spray bottle, fucking black magic marker, right? Rapid remover on it, and just
right,
keep a little
right.
bit on the truck with you, man. It will save you. It will save you. I'm telling you, it will save you. That and some oil flow for some paint or some like masonry sealer or something like that. That will knock that off there super easy. um and the rapid remover for the silicone and the sticky stuff, it just works really really well, man. And again, just be careful, watch what you're doing surrounding areas. But if you run in, like, especially on a construction clean where those glass guys are complete dickheads, and they put that glass in and they've got silicone fingerprints, palm prints, and handprints in the middle of the glass, where they're not caulking the windows in. They're like, they dipped the window in silicone and slapped it in the side of the house. You know what I'm talking about. That shit comes in handy, man. I'm telling you, it saved me on more than one occasion, and it makes you look like a fucking superstar. Like, how'd you get all that shit off of there? It's that shit works really, really well, man. Really, really well.
Hey TJ, but before the episode's over, I just wanted to tell you guys too a little bit more about my story.
Yeah, go ahead.
So about 2.5 years ago, I was completely homeless, and I don't mean like I was staying at somebody's house or sleeping in a car. Like, I was homeless, no money, and then when I did get money,
Mm-hmm.
I would just blow it. So I've been sober for going on 3 years, and I have my business now. I have like $60,000 in the bank. I have my business, my professional website, a vehicle, and stuff. So if that could inspire someone that's starting, then I would be happy to just tell my brief little story if that could inspire
I
someone.
think I think that's great, and I think that's also why you have
That's
such a
awesome, dude.
passion
Yeah.
for what you do. And I think that. So, what do you perceive as the future for I Love My Windows? Meaning, are you planning to grow to put on employees? Are you happy with what you have now? Do you want to just?
I
And
want to do most.
before you get going on that, man, I just want to say congratulations, Rick.
Right.
Thank
I
you.
think that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked really hard for it. I was like
on the
I was just
sobriety and the business. I mean, you're fucking really you're doing it, man. I'm glad that you found something that you could pour that energy into, and it seems like you're really energetic about your business, and that's fucking
yeah,
awesome, dude.
I was homeless for a total of between 8 and 10 years. It was off and on a little bit, but
Mhm.
it was mostly off.
Right.
So, yeah, and like I said, I've been sober now, and
Well,
what I see from my business, I just want to just keep being a productive member of my community and keep doing good work, and I'd like to hire somebody for sales and stuff, and I'd like to keep doing most of the work myself now. And I realize once I get older, I'll probably maybe grow out of that. But right
Mhm.
now, I'm really enjoying it, and I want that to be part of the brand. Is like if you call this company, you're going to get this guy, and this guy loves what he does.
Hell yeah,
You know?
dude. Hell yeah, brother. Fuck yeah. I'm
Yeah,
so
that's a good
like
thing, dude.
I am a firm believer that that the universe sends you shit, and the
sure it
universe
does.
sent us Rick. Straight up.
Givers gain. Yeah.
Straight up, man. You
There's
make
no doubt.
like for real, dude. Like you got me fucking charged up. I want to go clean windows in the morning.
Dude, you
I
have
never want
me
to go
ready
clean.
to blast through a
Yeah,
wall
dude.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I think I'm
dude.
gonna go clean
yeah,
some
hell
gutters
yeah, dude.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna go kick ass tomorrow because of Rick Day. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go have a Rick Day tomorrow, man.
Dude,
That's
I
fucking
have a
awesome.
terrible job I have to do tomorrow. I love this lady. I fucking hate her job.
And now
It's on
you're
a
ready,
cliff,
right? You're
falls
ready now,
into an
right?
ocean. Dude, I'm ready.
Hey, what
Dude, it's
would
a
Rick
40
Day do?
footer.
What
Like,
would Rick
You know
Day
what,
do?
Seth?
Rick would
Seth,
do the
Seth,
extra step that
You know
I
what? You really
wouldn't
want
do
to
tomorrow,
convince
dude.
me that you're excited about this? Leave right now and head
Yeah,
there.
get
Hang on her fucking doorstep. and
Dude,
talk.
no. I'll tell you what we call her after we get off the podcast because
Okay.
everyone's got a story about this
Rick,
chemically
just
made
wanna-
person that we do work for.
Rick,
but
I want to
yeah.
tell you, man, you are fucking. I'm more than welcome to come back anytime on the podcast. More than welcome. Anytime you want to come
Yeah.
on and hang out with us, I think that would be
Yeah.
great. I
happy.
want to thank you for coming and inspiring people. Not only the people that are watching, but inspiring everybody here on the panel. I know everyone here is like, man, this
Ready to go.
your energy is infectious, man. Like seriously, your passion and your energy for this is infectious. I want
I
you to
want
know
him
that.
on 6 months from now to see where I Love Windows.
Yes, I do
LLC
Yeah.
too.
is
So I have
active.
another question. I know it's getting time.
Oh, you're
What
good.
are you rocking in the bucket, Rick?
Oh my god, I have so many squeegees that it's kind of a problem. So I have this.
Listen, I'm
This
gonna bring
happens
you
to
up
all
to
of us,
Ferrari.
dude.
I wanna.
Happens to all of us.
I'm not gonna come with the mindset to teach you anything, but I want you to come to Ferrari in
No,
a
I
couple
love
of weeks. I will reach out to you. We will go to lunch and have a nice conversation. But if you show up with Mormon tools, your fucking ass is gone. Goodbye. I'm just kidding. I'm only teasing with you. You bring whatever you're comfortable using.
So I have a bucket, and it has one of these things called a bucket buddy on them, and they're meant for tools to fit wrenches
Yeah.
and stuff. And I
Yeah.
squeeze everywhere, but it's becoming a problem. Like I'm really trying to simplify it because I just have too much going on.
Well,
That's a common thing.
You'll
Yeah.
figure out. Like I was the same way. I was buying
We all
this
were,
and buying
dude.
that and buying this, and now I've just gotten to the point where I just carry like an 18 and a 12. That's like all I carry now. You know what I mean? I've
I
got.
will say this, and you guys are going to disagree with it, but
No.
when I'm in a hurry and I want to get out of a job, I grab the Mormon Accelerator channel.
Oh no! Now see, I don't. I use the
Not
accelerator.
the channel, the
I use
handle.
the accelerator
on it.
handle a bunch with the flick pad, but I use it with a brass channel. I don't use that channel. I just refuse to use
I like the channel. It saves me a lot of detailing, but now that the weather's getting hotter,
Mhm.
I can't have that pressure on the rubber anymore. So I need to take it out of the car, the vehicles.
Not,
Well,
dude. It's a weird evolution. I
Mm.
think Mark, Grace, and TJ can tell you this. You buy 800 tools, and then at the end of the day, you use 4 of them.
yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you use every
Yeah.
single day. I'm like,
I-
I got a lead cheesy, I got a Mormon accelerator,
Mm.
I got like 4 small channels. and
I
got a
buy
brass
tools that make
header
me
handle,
money.
and
I
that's
don't
it,
buy
dude. Yeah,
tools
that's it.
that
A
you know
Triumph scraper. That's it.
because it's a fancy
Well,
color.
those-
That's just me personally.
Seth, we have similar things in our bucket.
Those Mormon
I feel like we have
channels-
the exact
no,
same
excuse
thing.
me,
I
Grace.
think we might have the exact
Excuse
same
me.
bucket.
We might have the
I'm
same
not here to
bucket, yeah.
correct
those
you.
Mormon channels, those Mormon channels.
I don't
if
use
you
the Mormon
start out-
channel. I
Guys,
use the
right,
brass.
Yeah,
right,
if you
right.
use,
I
if
use
you
brass,
start
but I
out with
listen
that
to
stuff,
handle.
We now
it's
call
okay.
it. What are you rocking in the bucket?
What are we
Okay.
walking in the bucket?
Right.
I'm
There
a
you
big
go.
45-degree angle guy too. Even when I'm
Okay.
not using the accelerator channel, I like the Sorbo with the 45-degree angles.
Yeah.
The one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Listen,
It's-
whatever
it's a
works
good
for
move,
you.
dude. I
Listen,
love it.
hey, I got another question. You started with a gas station squeegee. You don't happen to have your first gas station squeegee. If that's something you'd want to hang on the wall. This is how I got started.
No, I don't have that. But to run through that story real quick, I posted on Pro Window Cleaning the other day. So I started. My mom always told me, like, showed me that when you clean windows, you use like paper towels and Windex.
Right.
So
Right.
I needed extra money because I was working a day labor job. I needed extra money, and I noticed a business had dirty windows. So I asked if I could clean their windows. They said yes. I then went out and got. Windex and paper towels, and I did quite a few businesses like that. And then this guy said, "Why don't you have a squeegee? Window cleaners have squeegees." So the only one I could think of was the ones from gas stations.
So you went to Marathon and stole a squeegee, didn't you?
I did so many like that. And then my upgrade was I went to Walmart and got the one that twists out. It twists and gives
Yeah.
you like an extra foot. When I bought that, I was like, wow, I'm really taking this seriously now,
Yeah. I'm moving up in the world. Yeah.
And
Well,
so
dude,
from then I did a lot like that. And then I started watching videos, I got all the Home Depot tools, and then I slowly started to get things from WCR. And fast forward to today, I have I think between $7,000 and $8,000 worth of WCR stuff. So
Good for you.
Oh yeah,
Good for
brother.
you.
Oh yeah.
oh man,
yeah, and thank
You
for
have
letting
a
me.
you have a very good story, and I appreciate it
Yeah,
because
dude.
it takes all
And a
the
positive
rest of us.
attitude,
Yes,
which I
and
like
it
too,
takes
dude.
the rest of us and kind of brings us back to how we got
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
which is always
That's
Hear how you
exactly.
timeless. Yeah, yeah.
Well, and that just
do
goes
we
to,
have?
and that just goes.
Sorry, do we
Yeah,
have
no,
time?
we
You guys.
got plenty. We got plenty of time, but I just want to say that just goes to show you that no matter where you're at in fucking life, with just a little determination and just a couple of bucks in your pocket, you can turn
Yeah,
everything the fuck around.
this
Right.
is America. You can run a business sitting on your toilet if you really wanted to. You could answer emails on your toilet. You can make sales on the toilet. Like you could do anything. You could do it in an elevator on your way to the third floor. You could do anything.
Right.
And
Right.
America, like you actually have all these options. There's people that are waking up with that same ambition in other countries, and they really can't make those moves. They
No,
really
they don't
have.
have the opportunities. Exactly.
Yeah, we have clean water. We have water fountains with clean water everywhere. Like there's so many things to be thankful for, and to use that to your advantage. That like your worst day
That's
is
some
somebody
TJ
else.
sauce spot right
Great.
there. I can
Yeah,
see it.
dude, yeah, fucking.
This makes
Steve's
you
got-
want to kill.
I want
Dude,
to
we
run
have
through
the
a fucking wall right
250th
now, dude.
anniversary. We
Yeah.
have the 250th anniversary coming up,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
God.
punch everyone in the face.
I'm
Shoot
starting
a
to feel
gun
like
and then
Dude,
love
I
your
wanna
neighbor.
I'm
dude.
starting
Get
to
out
feel
there.
like a
9
big
grand on
fucking
fireworks
asshole
for
right
us
now.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah. Rick's making me want to run through a brick wall.
Right.
Like literally, Rick. I got to be honest. I had a
Yeah.
really hard day today.
Yeah,
I
me too.
had, but I really need to look forward that I pulled into a shop that had everything I could ever want in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, bro.
I got a family I love, and I
Mhm.
was like, I was
There's plenty to be
neglecting
thankful
that,
for.
and I appreciate this conversation today because
Yes.
it's making me realize like
I had
I'm
I
way
had a
better off
feeling.
than
I
I
just
thought
had
I
a
was.
feeling. When I read that email, I just had a feeling. I was like, "Fuck, this is gonna be rad." I didn't know it was gonna be this
Even
rad.
Oh yeah, dude, I
even
appreciate
in
it.
these boxes, even only what I can see in each of your boxes, even that is a lot more than a lot of people have.
Yeah.
You have a roof over your head. I have a fridge in my background. You have pictures of your family in Mark's background. You have your headphones and your computer. Like,
Right.
dude, we have the internet at our fingertips. We could all start a business selling pencils. The second we get off here, we could all
Right.
start a pencil
Right.
business by the time we wake up.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been dabbling around in advancing my mobile pap smear
Goddamn,
service,
Mobile
and it
Need
pap
you
really
every
hasn't
morning
taken
at 7 a.m. when
it
I'm
hasn't
ready to
taken too
start
much
the
hold.
day,
But
dude.
now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go get some
I'm
tongue
not gonna.
depressors
I'm gonna
and
toss
some
and turn
Vaseline.
all fucking night tonight because of
Yeah,
Rick.
that fucking
I'm
Mark
not
is
going to
such an
sleep. I'm going to
asshole.
be
Look
like,
at him
why
over
am
there
I
making
being
jokes out of everything.
ungrateful?
No, but you know what? You are a breath of fresh air.
Yes, dude.
And honestly,
Thank you.
I would like to meet you. I'm not a mentor of anybody unless
Mhm.
you want me to give you advice, because
Yeah, sure.
that's not how I'm wired.
As
But
tall as
I
he
would
is
love
wide,
to
dude.
you come out and work for a day
I just
with
want to.
me and my crew.
I just want to
Yeah.
say before we get off here, I just want to
Yeah.
say the reason why I'm so pumped up about this is because Rick has been doing this for 5 years. He said 3 years seriously. And I just want you all to know what a breath of fucking fresh air it is to hear a dude that's this fresh in the game talk the way he's talking, because most guys are like, I'm fucking making
Yeah.
gajillions of dollars and I'm the
Right.
fucking
No, being
man
humble goes a long way. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
fucking everyone loves me and I do
No,
so much for everybody, and
dude,
just a
humble gets
humble,
discredited all the
just
time,
a
dude.
humble ass
And
guy.
humble is like how we all should be,
Yeah.
because really, I don't know. I mean, humility is a hard thing to grasp, but when you get it, it's the
Mhm.
most freeing, wonderful thing you
Yep.
can have.
I'm
Yeah,
super
it
stoked
takes
for
time.
you, man.
It's not cool. It's not cool, but it lasts, and it's like a full circle
Yep.
thing. And I really mean all that stuff. Like, we are all really fortunate just to have
Oh yeah,
clean
we are.
water, readily available food and stuff. So our very worst day is somebody else's dream.
Mhm.
Right. You're right. You're right.
Yep.
And that
Damn,
sounds
dude.
like you
Rick,
really have a great
Rick, can you
appreciation.
call me at
for
6:30
life.
tomorrow to remind me
Yeah,
of this
Rick.
shit, dude?
Rick, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need a
Call
pep
me,
talk in the
dude.
morning, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I want to start a day off
I
on
think he should be
fire,
a
dude.
keynote speaker. I'm serious. You know,
Rick,
telling your story is
100,
phenomenal.
No, just the way that you live your life, man.
100%.
Like, I gotta say, like, all of us here all live, like, I admire all of you guys, but like, just hearing somebody being like, man, this is the best day I've ever had, is like,
Yeah, and
that makes me want to punch everyone in the
that's
face,
the
dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes me want to go.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I'm
Just
ready.
appreciate it, dude.
that's the thing about getting out of addiction too. When you're constantly doing drugs, you're taking advantage of a body that some people don't have. There's some people that can't wipe their own ass, and for ever since they were born, they had to have somebody wipe their ass and stuff. And when you are putting drugs in your body, it's like you're saying, well, I don't care. But really, just to have a mobile body and a brain that can operate a business, it is just such a blessing.
This fucking
There's
God
guy,
damn
man.
it. God damn it, Rick. God damn
This
it.
fucking
Everything
guy.
you're saying is, I need, you know what, man? I really need to hear this today. I really appreciate it,
Yes,
man.
Rick,
I,
Yeah.
thank you so
I had
much
I had a
for
bad
coming
day,
on
but
and
it was
hanging
a
out
better
with us.
day than
Yep.
everybody else.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you so much, and please come back. Will you please come back sometime? Talk with us again.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I enjoy
We
all
need to
you guys.
We need to have you
From
on like
I
every
enjoy
like
you,
we need
dude.
to have you on like once every 3 months just to get us fucking
Especially
motivated
in the
again. You know what I
summer.
mean?
I need
Yeah.
you June, July, and August.
Yeah, yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I
need
need
a
you in my life,
motivational
dude.
TED talk.
I need to
fucking
remember
Rick.
why I do what I do every day. You know?
Everybody,
I
Right.
need that.
fucking say fucking what's up to Rick in the comments here, man. Thank him for coming on the podcast. This has been a great fucking show. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah.
on, Rick. I hope
Yeah.
I wish nothing but the best for you, buddy. I really do. And if there's anything that we can do to help you out, make sure you go hang out with Mark, man, because if there's anybody sitting here
Yeah.
right now that you want to pick their brain, it's that guy right there. Mark Tanner
Yeah.
is
And I'm
a
an open book. I'm an
He's
open
a
book.
saint.
If you ask me a legitimate question, I will give you the answer based on my experience, which is
Yeah,
pretty
I'd
vast.
love to know more about the glass polishing and
Sure.
the hard water removal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I can teach you safe things that will not get you in any
Everybody,
trouble.
we'll see you next week. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you again, Rick, for coming on, and
Yep.
we'll
Come
check
back.
you guys all out soon.